Purple cups of champagne, 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 champagne, champagne.
Ladies and ugly men, welcome to Purple Cups and Champagne. I'm your host, Handsome Contreras.
I'm also your host.
That is not how it works.
Nah, I know. I wanted to do that to fuck with Handsome. Nah, it's Josh, a.k.a. FA The Product, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. Over here to my left. You can laugh at that all you want, bro.
What's
That's
going on,
gonna be my
everybody?
intro.
It's John
That's
Chetty,
good,
a.k.a.
it's
the
good.
Brown Pat Riley. And we're here today. It's a very special episode.
For sure.
This is our number one fan right here.
Thank you.
He really
Thank
is.
you. I felt slighted last week.
Not Kevin.
I was gonna say,
I felt
that's
slighted
not
last
what you were
week.
saying
Kevin's
last
not
week.
here.
You yourself was not saying that last week.
Is that how you guys do it? You just wait. Whoever's here is now the number one fan.
That's what it looks like.
Kevin showed up to the show last week and dropped Corona bottles all over the front of the studio.
Yo.
Sounds about right. Was he?
You made us purple bagels.
That's true.
There's levels.
That's
right?
true.
Not just purple bagels. I did sesame. I did everything.
Well,
I did
introduce
salt.
yourself. Where we at?
Anthony Kelly, home of Tulip Bagels in Floral Park.
The best bagel in
175.
Queens, baby.
Yes, sir.
Tulip
Easily.
Avenue. Anytime you guys are in the area,
Damn.
tell me what it's about.
I had the everything bagel with cream cheese, jelly, and butter, which will be on the menu September 8th.
Yo, you ate before we got here?
Nah, I got here and Aunt was like, yo, you hungry? I'll get you a pizza. I'm like, pizza? We're in a bagel shop.
Yeah, give me a
The
bagel.
truth is,
Give me
he was here
everything.
so early.
Right.
The pizza shop wasn't even open yet. So I just made him the
Yo,
bagels.
so you hear it here
No, but
first.
you did have coffee.
That's
here
why
for
I'm the
breakfast.
host. I'm on time.
But by the way,
Every
you did
time.
have coffee, and you were talking about how amazing it was as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they
I
also
had
that over
the
here.
banana split coffee.
I didn't even turn it. You can see.
I guess I got to call the cleaner.
I didn't even turn it.
Oh,
Not even
we're off to a good start.
Thanks for having me,
That's
guys.
amazing.
sorry,
I
man,
appreciate
I'm
it.
You will see back. You're gonna see back. You're gonna see. I didn't.
Yo,
turn it.
Handsome, are you going to be able to put that in slow motion of the
You should.
cork popping?
I need to
behind
learn how to do
Josh's
these
head?
effects, man. Sorry, guys.
got-
That's
we
got to
got
be a
that
gift
covered.
at some point, right?
No, yeah, we got that
I'll own
covered.
it. It's an L by me, but you're gonna see.
It's getting clipped.
I took the
Thank you, sir.
and it just popped.
By the way, if you haven't noticed, Anthony's Italian. So what did we do for this episode? We got him some Prosecco.
I'll show the wet bottle real
Not
quick.
that French stuff.
Not racist at all.
No, not at all. It's prejudice.
Yeah.
There's a
not
huge
ra-
difference.
It's not racist. It's Italian.
Plus, you understand,
I
Italians,
do appreciate it, though.
Italians aren't white. You guys are Italian.
that's true.
That's true.
You're not
True. Not a lot of people
Caucasians.
know that.
I know that.
Not a lot of people know that.
I grew up in East New
Or
York.
think that way.
I know the difference.
Yeah.
Wow,
Are there a lot of
man.
Italians there?
There were.
You're from Brooklyn? No way.
A few minutes ago.
Yo, I never tell you that before. By the way, in case you didn't know, I grew up in East New York.
There's like 70-something episodes. What you saying you're from East New York?
I don't think I said it in every episode.
No. You took a break after like episode 50-something or something
I'm
like
never
that.
excited
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Never a
Stop.
fan of it.
Anyway, let's
You never-
cheers.
Never a fan of that. No.
Cheers.
Why?
Cheers to Tulip
Why? We
Bagels,
from
man.
Queens, man. You know, it's
Thank
all
you.
love, though. It's all love from a
It is a
Cheers
distance.
to
Queens
Tulip
podcast,
Bagels.
all right?
Cheers.
The purple
To you.
bagel.
Thank you, fellas.
Yes, sir.
That's
Wow.
That
This is
good.
Italian.
Good. That's
Yo,
good.
Let me tell
That's
you.
Let's show that again.
Super.
Feels like Sunday dinner.
It's so crazy how you guys like have Sunday dinner all the time and eat pasta.
2, 3 o'clock.
And pizza. Pasta
Yeah,
and pizza.
Pasta and pizza.
And bread. Lots
Anthony
of
said
bread.
himself, he goes, yo, it's such a struggle to not put sauce in the bagels.
I'm telling you. Sometimes I have to make pizza
true?
bagels in the afternoon.
You know what's crazy is I believe that.
If I go 6 hours without sauce, it's a problem.
Oh, man. So let us know, how did this come about?
So,
How did you get into bagels?
So my uncle has a bagel store in Whitestone. I started working there when I was 12 years old.
Nice.
Wow.
Always liked to work. My dad would take me when he was on the way to Verizon, and I would sleep in his car while he checked in for work.
Okay.
Then he would drop me off like 5 o'clock in the morning and then pick me up on his way out.
Damn.
So bagels has literally been my entire life.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I did this up until I was maybe like 22, 23, 10 years straight with him. And I'm like, I have to figure out something else in my life.
Yeah.
Tried a couple different jobs, and I'm like, this is not me, man.
Right.
I can't sit at a desk. I was telling Hanson before, I get stir crazy. I
Yeah.
like to talk to people. I like to know what they're going on.
Yeah.
It's cool, and like when you work with like people, you see their kids grow up from when they're little to
Yeah.
when they're older. Like you see their whole lives develop.
For sure.
Especially food centered.
Of course,
I was
yeah.
going to say, yeah, in the community.
You know what
get
they
to see
like.
everyone-
You become a part of the community.
Yeah, important part.
Which
Really.
is so great about this town, Floral
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah.
Like the community is so strong.
I love
Yeah.
this area. I was
During
telling
the-
you before.
During the pandemic, the way everybody came together,
Yeah.
they actually started a Facebook group to support the businesses in the town.
Nice.
And everyone would post like,
Very
I
nice.
went to Tulip Bagels and like
Yeah.
they had the best bagel this day. I went to the pizzeria and they did this.
Right.
And they ran
So-
fundraisers,
Yeah.
things
That's
for the
amazing, bro.
hospitals.
That's amazing, bro.
You were
That's
open
amazing.
during the pandemic?
I was open the whole time,
No.
Dope.
7 days.
Had to be difficult, I'm sure, right?
It was tough.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I remember telling my dad, I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Not that I have a lot of people sitting inside, but like people were afraid to leave their house.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
exactly.
But there's actually a place near us called Trinity. It's a bar. The guy started doing a fundraiser, and he raised like maybe $60,000, $70,000.
Oh, wow.
So he partnered up with all the local hospitals. I was going out to almost the Hamptons, driving like
Wow.
to
Yo.
take care of the nurses,
Yeah, yeah.
the doctors and stuff. So 7 days a week, we are just supplying all the hospitals. We had like a feed Floral Park kids.
Right.
Okay,
all the
yeah.
kids in the town or neighboring towns, Elmont, Belrose, that didn't have food, they
Yeah.
would just come, just
That's
show
dope.
up.
That's
All
amazing,
the place
man.
here,
That's amazing.
Wow.
everybody, the pizzeria, the taco place,
Yeah.
Everybody
the
came
bars,
together.
everybody did it.
That's fine.
And to me, that's what this town is about.
Of course.
And that's what a food business is about, because
Yeah.
food is family.
Yeah.
Think about all your best times surrounded
Yeah.
by food.
No question.
Yeah.
No question.
Oh.
And so you had the frozen yogurt spot. This was frozen yogurt before.
So-
it was bagels, right?
So before
You
I
heard the
opened
baby?
Tulip Bagels,
Shout out to baby.
shout out to Baby, of course. He's not canceled by me. So
No, shout out your
Oh, we're
baby,
talking
man.
about
Hey,
Anthony
baby.
John.
no, Deuce has his own
Deuce.
segment later. Don't worry about Deuce. He'll get his own credit later.
Well, so we know where Anthony stands with the baby and not his baby.
Handsome stands in the same.
I'm with him.
We don't know where I am on my baby yet.
Yeah,
But
we
the
don't
baby
know
has
where-
to like his music. Kid's only 3 months. There's a lot of time here.
Shout out to Deuce, man.
He's on his way.
I love
He's
that
on his
kid.
way, though.
I love it. He's so excited today.
I see. Oh, we see.
So I remember sitting at home with my dad, and at this point, I knew I wanted to go into business. I didn't know what. So he said, all right, there's a place in Floral Park, an empty spot. Why don't you go look at it? You know, see, maybe you'll do something like your uncle in the bagel store. So we went down the block. I would say like halfway down the block. It had a nice front door and back door.
yeah.
And I remember going, and I'm like, this isn't it. Like, it's the middle of the street. People are going to leave the schools and the churches. They're going to walk by 5 businesses before they get to me.
Right.
I said they're going to stop at the candy store. They're going to stop at the pizzeria. They're going to stop at this place. By the time they get to me, they're going to have no money.
Right.
So we walk down the block, and we see this place, Twisted Frozen Yogurt. So I go to knock on the door. It was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Place is closed. It's noon.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah,
these people
yeah,
doing?
For sure. For sure.
So me and my dad come back the next day, 12:30. It's still closed. So I'm like, something's not right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. So I come back at 2 o'clock that same day, and I see they're open. So we walk to the front. I said, "Oh, is the manager here?" The lady's like, "No, my mom owns a place." I'm like, "I want to know if you guys are willing to sell the business."
yeah.
So the lady's like, "No, we're not selling the business." So I'm like, "Can your mom come? Like, I'm really interested in putting a bagel store here."
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, I guess you could talk to her. So the mom came, and I'm like, you know, I could tell, like, you guys aren't here that often. She's like, oh, we have another business. It's hard to juggle both.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm looking to open up a business. You know, me and my dad. I just said him, like, for stability.
No,
But
I get it. Yeah. I get
Looks good.
it always looks good
Yeah,
to have,
exactly.
like, an
'Cause
older
you- 'cause you-
backer.
'cause you
Because at
look
the
like-
time, I was, like, in my
Because you
late
look like a
20s.
roughneck, and you
Yeah.
had both
No,
earrings.
even our
Tattoo
age,
show, and
and you
they're
had
looking at
both
me like-
earrings in too, right?
Yeah.
I did. Chain out,
Fact.
you know.
That's a fact.
So the lady's like, oh, if you're serious, come back later. So we came back, and I told her, she's like, I don't want to give up the yogurt store entirely. So if you want to buy the yogurt store from me, you have to run it as a yogurt store, and, like, you pay me a certain amount. So I'm like, I really don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not my goal. Like,
Right,
this is
right.
seasonal business.
Yeah.
So eventually we went back and forth negotiations. She's like, okay, I'll give it to you. So I did it. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, I'll be able to change this right away.
Yeah.
It's an incorporated village. It took me a year and a half
Oh wow.
just to do that.
So you were forced to sell yogurt?
I was forced to sell yogurt
Wow.
for a year and a half. So I tried, like,
That's
the
interesting,
bubble
man. That's
teas
super
and all that other
interesting.
stuff.
Yeah.
No, because I've always known you to be into bagels. Like I remember, like us going out, like when we were younger, and I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah.
But when we and like I remember you being like, "Yo,
At a nice
we're
restaurant,
out, we're
asking
out."
for
Like
bagels?
no, but it's not only that, but like we're out 2 a.m. and he'd be like, "Yeah, I got to go open up my uncle's store," and I'm like, "Oh, what time you got to be there?" 4.
Oh, wow.
Like you probably
Wow,
should
that's
get
the
going.
grind.
And he's
That's
like, "Nah,
the
I'm gonna go straight there."
Yeah, yeah.
When you're in your 20s, sleep doesn't
Nah,
mean anything.
absolutely.
Well, we were
Absolutely,
talking about that today, and we'll get to that today.
It's a good
Yeah,
balance
yeah,
because
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to make money, but you also have to have fun.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
right,
for sure.
right.
That's the
Sleep
only way to
with
do it.
And I like bagel stores because it closes at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you have the whole day ahead of you.
Okay, yeah.
So especially my wife's a teacher, something like this, I close at 2. We could spend the afternoon together.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
That
Dope.
I get to see my children, my baby.
Yeah.
I live 5 minutes away, so I
Yeah.
could slip out in the middle of the day and see
sure.
him.
Not only that, when he starts going to school, he'll get out of school and you're out of work.
Yes, and when he starts getting in trouble, I'll just say I have to be at work.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lauren because she gives us constructive criticism about our podcast.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
actually,
his wife
like,
is actually an avid listener.
Yeah,
He's an
yeah.
avid listener.
She also
Yeah.
gives
but
me
like
constructive
criticism that like
criticism.
actually makes sense.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
That
Like,
holds weight
Yes,
almost. Yeah,
that holds
exactly,
weight.
yeah.
So he
Yes.
just wants to drill that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's to everybody that says you guys should do
He's such a
this.
cancer.
Like, yeah, no,
He's
absolutely.
such a cancer.
Absolutely,
This guy.
no.
Facts, man.
It's the truth. What is that? A water sign, right?
Yeah,
it is,
sure.
right? Yeah.
That's
only one
Andrew
water
knows
sign.
more about that
I
than
have
I
no
do.
idea.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
put the battery in his back.
I'm a water sign.
No, I want you to continue though a little bit
We're water
because
signs.
that yogurt part was interesting because
So
It
the
kinda threw you-
yogurt
yeah.
store actually wound up being a blessing for me
yeah,
because it got me so involved with the community
yeah,
where eventually when I opened my bagel store, it was a new business, but it wasn't a new business.
Yeah.
Because I had the whole community behind me.
okay, yeah.
Like I sponsored baseball teams you see on the wall
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah.
That's smart,
basketball
man.
teams.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do. That's smart,
Did
especially
they
in this kind of
complain
community.
about the switch? Like, was there
Some people were mad.
Okay.
Some people, but the funny part is, I opened, let's say, in April of 2018, the bagel store.
Yeah,
6 months later, somebody would come in. Where's the yogurt? Where the hell's the yogurt?
like where have you been? For
Where have you
Where
been the
have you
past
been for 6 months? Yeah.
This has been a bagel store for 6 months,
Yeah.
and I was closed like 4 months to do
Yeah,
construction.
yeah. Right.
So I haven't seen you in a year. You're going to yell at me over the $4?
Listen,
Come on now. That's
people
not
hate
cool.
change, or people just like complaining
Now I was
about.
saying that is a big
Yeah.
change. Like, oh, that's
It
what I
is
used
a
to get
big
my
change.
froyo.
Yeah,
And now
it's just the community that
bagels.
they're used
Yeah.
to what they're
And
used
there's
to,
no
so-
other like ice cream yogurt store around
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
But there's no bagel store either. So
yeah.
and it's not a seasonal business, so I could be here.
That's a good
the
point.
winter with the yogurt
That's a
store.
good point. Yeah,
it's a
I
wrap.
used to come because the high school kids would just come and hang out.
yeah, yeah.
And without the TV, we would just sit and literally watch football.
Oh wow.
They would buy a water, a soda, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd go home with like $8 in my pocket.
Yeah.
If the Cowboys won, I was happy. But if they didn't, it was a
Big
bad
Cowboys
day.
fan,
yeah,
by
I'm
the
sure.
way.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You see it back up
So
there.
you're
Yeah,
He has more
exactly.
cowboy signs than actual Tulip Bagel signs.
I was a Cowboys fan for 1 year. I hate to admit it, but
Best
I was.
year of your life?
No, he was a
definitely
kid.
not.
Were
As
you
a
eight?
Jet
Were
fan,
you
it's not
eight?
the
No,
best year of your life?
Definitely
Were
not.
you
Definitely not. Yeah, exactly. I was. Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman. They had a loaded squad.
My brother had a
Right, right.
Emmitt Smith jersey, so I was like, man, that's the
Yo,
team.
I know a guy that wore a Chicago Bulls jacket and a Dallas Cowboys beanie.
Wow.
You know who you are.
Shout out to somebody's cousin.
The name rhymes with Freddie.
There's another segment we'll get to him.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Yo, let me ask you this: you never thought of making it like kind of like a hybrid store, like bagels and froyo?
That's another good story. So, I was saying earlier, I had gotten sick of it for a little bit. In
Yeah.
between having the yogurt store and this, I found out I have a heart thing from when I was young. I was
Okay.
born with it,
Okay, yeah.
but I didn't know for a long time.
Right.
So, in November of 2017, there was a major power outage in the area.
Yeah.
So, all my yogurt machines shut off and then turned right back on. Fried all the machines.
Wow.
Wow.
So I literally, it was all done.
Wow.
Like, I would have to go through insurance, get
Yeah.
the money
So
back from
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Eventually, I wanted to keep a couple of machines,
Yeah.
but it was God's way of saying,
It's a
"Take the
sign.
move."
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
It's
it's
a
a
bagel
sign.
guy.
It's a sign, yeah.
Exactly.
So I do believe everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
100%.
And right after that is then when I found out, that.
That's some shit
taking
I would
care
do,
of
try to
that.
please everybody. I make like half yogurt.
Right.
Because when that one person came in, it was like, yo,
Exactly.
I haven't
She's
been here
gonna-
6 months. And that shit would eat at me.
I was gonna say, that shit was-
froyo bagel
You put-
pizzeria
Yo, that ass, whatever they wanted.
Froyo Bagel Pizzeria.
with curry chicken.
We'd have wings.
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
See where it goes? See where it
No,
goes?
that's a good
The
thing.
Italians,
Prosecco,
the
curry chicken.
curry chicken.
What we
You know what I
got?
mean?
Get on Tracy's bad side for that, man. I promise you. I promise you.
Tracy's
I saw her
still
look
here?
right-
Oh, my bad.
She looked right up.
She's going to go and throw like a tostone at y'all. nigga.
There's always two chitties in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
Oh.
As of late,
I was gonna say
Yo,
that.
I keep a chetty with me, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Now, man.
Keep with me, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Like it's big to me because we're gonna get to Cuomo, right?
Uncle Andy.
You want to tell the viewers like why you saved it for Anthony's episode?
Yeah,
Because I'm Italian.
he's Italian, man.
I'm not
What?
perverted, I'm Italian.
And that is the truth.
I can't believe he said that. We're the only people who are still on his side.
That was not a diss. That was a fact.
Yeah,
The Democrats left. The Republicans left.
I'll be honest
the
with
Italians
you.
were like,
If it was a Dominican guy in office and he said the same thing, I'd be like, hey, it's true.
He's right.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
all right, we know
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true, but you don't say that. You don't put family business out.
No, for sure. Especially to save your own ass. Ultimately.
Nah, especially
you know?
since you guys are all involved in the mob. Like, you
That
definitely
too.
don't put,
That
like,
too.
family business out there.
We're not in the mob. We're Italian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Actually,
Nah,
right-
mafia is family.
Oh,
funny
God.
part is, right after this happened, my friend wrote, "We're not in the mob. We're
Yeah,
Italian." I'm like, come on now. Come
That's
on.
That's next up.
It's cold.
Here's
It's messed up.
one thing I was saying about Cuomo. Like, I'm a supporter of Cuomo, so everybody knows this.
I didn't know that.
I don't think he did
I
anything.
actually didn't know
No,
that
I
either.
don't like him as a governor.
Okay.
I'm a supporter of what happened to him as being incorrect.
None of that surprising to me.
Oh.
None of that is surprising to me.
No, but it's all lies.
You
But-
went against everything Cuomo did before that, but once he did the
Yeah.
sexual harassment,
Because
now you
he
got his back.
attacks small businesses. Like, he doesn't want anybody owning shit.
No,
Cuomo,
yeah.
Like, that's my
Yeah.
biggest beef with Cuomo's always been. Like, he just wanted to end everything. Like, he wants everything to be controlled by the city.
Do you feel that way as well, since you're obviously a business owner as well? You've been through the
I
pandemic.
do feel
yeah.
like they made things very hard.
yeah.
And they made it seem like they were doing a good job by like, all right, we're throwing money at this person. It was very hard to get those PPE loans for a lot of people. I personally didn't even try and get it because I felt like I wasn't in a place where I needed and other people did.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I had a good support system.
I remember I asked you because I wanted to get these J's, and you were just like, turn me
Yeah.
down, dog. I needed that
He's
price.
like,
the
you can get
reason.
10,000.
I was
We
thinking,
gotta come
we go
pair
to
the
stock.
sneakers.
We go to StockX.
Yeah.
right away.
We use Rohan's bot.
The robot.
Yes,
Shout out the
yes.
robot.
Robot. Yo, you guys would have made a good profit.
Yeah, word.
Could, but
I mean, Chetty's not trying to make profit. Chetty's
I was trying to get this trip. I'm trying to keep the, the episode.
I like the leg lift too, right?
Change it
Right,
up.
exactly. But continue. I'm sorry.
but I do feel like it wasn't handled properly.
yeah.
I feel like small businesses were at a big disadvantage.
Yeah.
Like I had people literally, I had to break up a fist fight over somebody wanting to wear a mask, somebody didn't want to wear a mask.
Wow.
In the
Inside
middle
the
of a
store?
Sunday. In the middle of a
Oh,
Sunday.
shit.
Yo, that's a good question actually. You answered it
100%.
without the question even being
I feel
there,
like
but-
if the person was wearing a Giants mask, though, you would have let them get washed.
Oh, I would have threw their ass out myself.
You would have jumped in. But go ahead.
there's
I would've
someone
thrown
that
a
you guys
coffee
get
in their
along
face.
with. Yeah. That's gonna be the
Yo, I
song.
don't think I would ever serve like a Patriots,
Patriots
fan
fan.
if I had like a bagel shop.
Yo, what is wrong?
You just put extra salt in their food.
I don't know.
That's even worse. Exactly.
I wouldn't.
You said 3 sugars, put a little salt in the coffee. It's all taken care of. Don't worry.
Gangrene. We bleed
Don't worry
green here,
about it.
Yes,
Chief.
sir. Yes, sir.
And on my register, I have a button. If somebody's wearing a Giant thing, extra $1.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's funny. I tell kids that, and
That's
they're like,
amazing.
"Did you really charge me more?"
I was-
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
If it's not true,
My
then
kid
I would
needs
tell
clothes.
you.
Amazing. That's
If it's
amazing.
not
Diapers
true.
aren't cheap. Are you kidding me? Somebody got to pay for them.
Amazing.
But yeah,
That'd be funny if you use that extra tax to pay for like a Cowboys jersey, right?
Yeah.
Like the extra money you make from that kind of shit.
That would be good.
That
or
would
for
be
gambling
amazing.
money.
Or yeah, or gambling.
Gambling money. I always win. I don't need gambling money. I'm not Kevin. Sorry. He just got his 90-day token.
Money. Yeah. Shout out to him.
Except for
He
Vegas.
he mentioned it last week. Shout out to
He
him.
said except for Vegas or
Yeah.
FanDuel though. That's,
no, that's
too
not
funny.
correct.
That's
What the hell?
That's like saying an alcoholic. I have 90 days except for when I go to the bar. Oh, okay. Congrats, buddy.
I don't drink hard liquor. I have a wine every now and then.
People do say shit like that.
I'll be honest, they're right.
I was gonna say people do say
You
shit
can't
like
you can't drink wine and tell me you're an alcoholic.
that. Yeah. You could.
Anybody that has the disorder, I apologize if you feel offended, but I don't apologize.
Unless
for
you
the
drink
statement.
wine, then you don't have the disorder.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be like, oh, I just
Not
get so
alcoholic.
drunk off of wine every week. I can't
Just
control
Italian.
it. There you go.
Just
It's the
Italian.
truth.
You think
Little Vinito Rojo.
Cuomo can bounce back from this? Like, because before this, they were saying that he could possibly run for president
Right.
eventually.
No, he's done.
Do you think that he's toast, right? He's just.
I think
it's
he's
not
done.
happening?
I think his brother's done. They're threatening to
Well,
take
his brother's on CNN, no?
Yeah.
They're threatening to take his dad's name off the bridge. They're going back to the Tappan
That shit is
Zee.
crazy.
Yo, this cancel culture shit.
I'll be honest with you. I
stupid,
don't think
dude.
he's done.
You
I'm
don't
just saying.
think so?
Nah, yeah, I don't think he's
Why?
done.
Because Trump was able to get into
Nah,
office?
you know what it is? I feel like a lot of Democrats, no matter what, or people in general, I think people in general, like when they support somebody, and it goes both sides. Republicans
Yeah.
did the same thing. Like when
Of
they
course.
actually like somebody,
Yeah.
they'll say, "No, I don't believe." I've heard a lot of people say that about Cuomo. Like I don't
Fake-
really believe what people
fake-
are saying.
Biden didn't
Fake news.
support him, and he's the top Democrat.
No, I get it. But you're talking about Biden not supporting. I'm talking about the people. the people, because they like Cuomo, they don't believe what happened because he's a likable guy.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Like, I
So-
can't picture this guy doing whatever they're saying he did.
Yeah, exactly. So all he has to do is come out and kind of have like clean up his image a little bit, and he's already like a popular guy.
Yeah.
So
He has to lay low for a bit.
yeah.
He is still denying all the allegations.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He said,
rightfully
I didn't-
so.
I didn't want
Deny it
to
till you die. That's
Why would you ever admit to anything?
Especially if it's false.
yeah, exactly.
But I think
That
it's
too.
like the Me Too movement
Yeah.
that the Democrats are getting behind and like pushing this.
yeah.
But what I don't like is, I'm not saying the guy's innocent.
Yeah.
Sorry, Uncle Andy. You're out. But the way they're making it seem, I feel like they're putting like a rape and like a sexual comment in the same thing.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of like muddies things up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why I don't think he'll have a chance in government again.
Yeah.
Like New York has had 2 governors out in 13 years. That's really bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't make the city look good
Like
at all.
first Spitzer, now him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Spitzer. He was a good governor as well, to be honest with you. But
Yo,
but
but he was a wild. He was a
He was a
wild
wild
boy.
dude. He was a wild dude. But what he
For
did,
some people.
and they actually almost gave him a second chance, and he did it again.
Yes.
That was the
exactly.
problem.
That's my point. So
He had a
he was so good.
Yeah, but that's
He
a
was
real
so good.
addiction.
Yeah. He had a real problem. He had a real problem.
it's
He
a real
definitely
problem,
did.
Addiction bars.
Yeah. Double entendre hand here.
Very nice, very nice.
Antibody Johnny out here.
They're all safe around me.
What is it always? Y'all in 90th percentile. And that was 2 months ago, dog. You got to be in the 80s by now.
I'm still up there.
At some point. That's still good. That's still passing.
Congratulations.
The Delta variant only attacks under 60%.
Yeah. Johnny.
So I'm still safe. Nah, I saw it. I saw it on the news.
I'm sure. You saw it on Instagram.
If it was on TV, it's true.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or on
I saw
Instagram.
it on the YouTube news.
Twitter.
Yeah, on Josh's Twitter.
Yeah.
Guys have tweeted since the first podcast.
Oh,
No, I
really?
actually just retweeted like yesterday.
I want real
It
tweets.
counts.
doesn't
It counts because if
count.
you
No,
go to
it
my
doesn't.
account, you see what I want to say. No, but someone else said it for
So
me.
someone said it for you. It was probably like, yo, Zach Wilson played well today.
It was some real shit.
It was some real
life shit.
All
Yeah,
right,
it was some real life
all
shit.
right,
Oh, I don't want to
It
see
got to
that.
be deep for me to like retweet. Pause.
Okay.
That does sound fake if Zach Wilson was good.
Yeah, he had a
Don't-
good
nah,
game.
I
Chill,
know,
chill,
yeah,
man.
I know
Chill.
what
Trey
you're
No,
Lance,
no way.
Trey Lance is going to be the best
He
one
went
in that.
5 for 14.
You say what you want.
He did. He went 5 for 14.
Did you see his arm?
Yeah, he has
Throws
a great
an
arm.
80-yard
He
bomb
has
like
a great
it's
arm.
nothing.
He does. So did Jamarcus Russell. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
say,
Thank you.
of course I got you.
Yeah, y'all know,
I got us.
Just real quick, y'all know the Jamarcus Russell story where they gave him game film like on a tape.
Yes.
And they were like, review it and then come back and we'll discuss it. And
You've heard about
shit
that?
was
You
blank.
heard
Yo,
about
dog, the shit was blank. That's some shit I would do to somebody.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, that's some shit I would do to somebody.
Wait, no, wait. And then there's still like he
Yeah.
went out. He's like the tape is great or something like that.
Yeah,
That's my
he
guy.
came back. He was like,
yeah.
"Yo, coach, we'll go over this, but I don't really have time this afternoon." They were just like, "Yo, there's nothing on that tape." Dog.
Yeah.
It was fucking like Rugrats on the shit or
Genius.
something like
That's-
that.
Yeah. Imagine. Imagine.
Fucking SpongeBob.
WWF.
Yeah, word of the WWF fucking pay per view.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't know that shit.
So yeah,
But if you give a kid $80 million guaranteed, do you really think he's going to put in the work for the most
Peyton
part?
Manning would,
Enough
and he
of
got
the-
Love of
drafted
the
number
game.
one as well. Why?
Love of the
Because
game.
he's a herb.
Love of the game.
Enough
man.
of the Mannings, all right?
Well, Peyton Manning would though.
Nah, but he's
He's a
right.
cowboy
Pey-
place.
Pey-
Peyton
Peyton
Manning
talking
Peyton's
Manning
good,
shit.
man.
Hold up, so I can't even talk about Peyton Manning just
No.
because he's related to Eli.
No Eli.
All right, Tom
His
Brady-
dad's
Tom-
off,
Tom
his
Brady would
brother.
do it.
I like Tom.
Tom Brady would do it,
man.
though.
I like
Come
Tom.
on, bro.
Best
You
quarterback of all time.
don't think Tom Brady would go and review that tape though?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He absolutely
Tom
would,
Brady
yes.
Separate.
That's
He
why
would.
he's one of the best.
He would. I like that he said that. One of the best. That's very specific.
I know what I say when I say it, buddy.
As a Jet fan, you kind of have to do that, right?
Exactly.
Nah, I give respect with respect. I'm a football fan above everything. You know what I'm saying? I hate him. I despise him. I hear his name. Like the guy that put up, my daughter had her birthday this weekend, and it was, we did the bouncy house shit.
Right.
Came, put it up, and he's leaving. He's like, oh, I know your neighbor. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. I don't live here, but make me leave. I do. Yeah, man, thanks. And then I was like, hey, what's your name? He's like, Tom Brady. And I stopped.
You're lying.
His
Dead
name
ass.
is really Tom Brady?
I stopped. And I looked at him. I was like, what? Why would you say that? And he's like, huh? No, it's my name.
Because that's the
I was
name.
like,
that
oh, man.
That's the name my mother gave me.
I didn't know. I thought he was fucking with me
My
like
mama called me
Sharice said.
Tom.
Right.
I thought it was a joke. I'm like, why would
Yeah.
you say that? And he's
Yeah.
like, that's my name.
Thank you.
I was like, oh, okay. Should have told me that before.
I would
Get
have
off
thought
my
about
lawn.
hiring you.
Nah,
Exactly.
I would have been like, yo, take the balloon back. Done. No
And he
bouncy
said,
house for the
my name
baby.
is Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
There you go.
No tip for
He said it proud. Nah,
Exactly.
Definitely. I almost fucking
I
wanted
should change
to
your whole
call
relationship
Amex
with him, yeah.
after. It'd be like, my card got stolen. Bouncy house already up. Who's going to take it down?
That's true. Kids already
That is
inside.
true. That is
I'm
true.
talking about the youth
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
up,
While we're
Well,
on that, yeah.
well, today was a little bit of a sad day. Well, a happy day for me, but for the rest of my family because intern Mike went off to college. Shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike. Yeah,
And
for sure, man.
he kind of like inspired
Mike, the assistant.
He inspired our. Why you keep calling him assistant? He's an intern.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn intern.
You don't want to like
when he gets back from college with a
You don't wanna
full
promote
sleeve
him.
tattoo, and all that, then he'll become the assistant.
You don't want to
She ain't
promote him.
allowed
But
that shit.
yeah, no, she's not. But shout out to him, man. Going away to school, but he was actually the inspiration behind the brunch banter topic that we came up with this week. And
I forgot about that. What was
we're
it?
gonna get into it. Oh, okay, I'll get into it. So, well, Mike is 18, so it got me thinking. You know, obviously he's gonna be 21 soon, where he can drink. And
What you talking about? I gave him beer money.
yo, you literally wrote beer money in the.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't want to be
Right,
confused and go buy
yeah.
sneakers.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Like his
get
like
lit.
who? Like who?
Yeah.
Like his uncle, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I gave him the car, but I didn't give him the money inside of it.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you don't need this, right? You see these bagels are purple.
Uncle tax.
Something got a fun.
You're the
tag.
intern.
You know what I mean?
You got to
I didn't
pay
even
to
give
be
him a card.
intern.
Yeah.
I just put $50 in his hand and said, "Have fun, Mike.
I gave him that.
Have fun."
I gave him that. Said, yo, good luck in college.
Now, the only advice I gave him was like, yo, condoms are fake. Go ahead.
Yo, Mike, please don't listen to any
That's
of this shit,
the most
man.
absurd
But
advice I ever heard.
it's terrible. But
Got it right up there with
so
COVID.
he was the inspiration behind our brunch banter topic. So originally, what I wanted to say was, if you could go back and give your early 20-year-old self advice, but I made it a little bit more on a wider range.
Yeah, yeah.
If you knew a 20-year-old, or even one of your customers that came in here, he's a regular and stuff, and you could give him or her advice, what would it be? And thank you everybody that participated in this, because we got some really good
It's
answers.
actually
and stuff.
fresh on the presses. We just put it today. We
Yeah,
recorded
no,
today.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was
And it was active.
popping. It was popping
active.
today. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to-
And if I didn't get to you today, I apologize. I'll definitely try to get to it tonight.
Teddy's in
Alright.
charge of the graphics.
No, I was gonna say that right now. That's literally what I was gonna say. I was gonna
Yeah.
say shout out to
Do not
Teddy
blame
again.
them.
No,
Yeah,
no,
don't
I
if you don't
know
like
her name.
it.
no. It's the
I'm glad he
graphics.
does it,
Yeah, the
man.
graphics that he A1. Teddy been killing it. But
It is good.
thank you everyone for your
Yeah, everybody
responses.
that,
He had
like,
time today.
for sure.
Everybody that takes the time to answer is dope. But the most popular answer we got was travel, and I know we spoke about that a little bit before. That's like a big thing. I feel like not enough young people do. I feel like they're very sheltered by their environment. Shout out to Diego. Happy birthday, Diego.
Happy birthday, Diego. Word.
Yeah. But
big
like
2'9".
he literally didn't know who Guyanese people were
Yeah.
until he met me.
He still probably doesn't know.
And he probably doesn't
Things
know
don't
where,
sink in his
he doesn't
head
know where
sometimes.
Guyana is.
Yeah.
He thinks he's in Africa.
Yeah.
Ghana.
He might.
But anyways.
he might.
But
honestly.
That's
But
a
that's-
country, right?
but
Yo, it's so
But
spot
that's
on.
all due to. I'm just making fun of you, D. But I know I have friends that are like that, where they look at I went to Connecticut, so that's like I traveled.
Yeah.
And
Look
like
at me, I didn't go to Europe till I was 34.
Wow. You missed a lot of good years.
Yo, a lot of times.
Yeah.
I kept going
Some
to DR.
Some people never go to Europe though. Some people never go to Europe. I know.
But some people
yeah,
never
yeah.
go back. Like some people never go to DR. You understand what I'm saying? They feel like New
That's a
York,
big
New York
thing,
has
yeah.
everything. Why I need to go anywhere else?
Yeah.
I could
That's
buy J.
sick.
I could buy J's.
Yeah.
I could pop bottles.
My
I could
people are
do
here.
all this-
Times
my people
Square.
are here.
Yeah.
Right.
Or go
my people are here.
uptown. It's DR.
I go uptown.
Yeah.
I go uptown to DR.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Without
saying?
the passport.
Shout out to
Right.
Dykeman.
So you literally went back and saw like I haven't gone to Guyana since I was like, damn, I don't remember when I went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you actually went back and saw your roots. So that's dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I need to stop going to Colombia. So
One more.
but one more time. But yeah. And travel was a big answer. Saving money. I think a lot of the answers were like monetary. Everybody was kind of like,
Yeah.
yo, whatever I spent my money on was probably stupid back then, or I like spending money on impressing people and stuff like that. That don't even matter anymore.
Yo, it's a fact. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember like many people investing any kind of money. Like the fact that you own your own business and you're
Yeah.
a baby, so to speak. You're 32?
32,
Yeah, like that's big.
That's
Like,
dope.
yeah, that's
I
That's
don't
dope.
remember. A lot of people, all of us, like it was just like you always thought you had more time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Life
More
creeps
time.
up on you fast.
Big time. That's why my answer was sleep. Sleep is a luxury.
Yeah.
Because in
I
your
don't know what the
we
answer
just
was.
talked about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like you didn't care about sleeping in your 20s. Y'all got to have fun, this and
Yeah.
that.
I don't want to miss out.
Now, yeah, that shit is golden to me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
My day is solid.
Sure.
Everything feels better. I'm like in a good mood.
Yeah.
Super
9
important to
o'clock.
it's super important to prioritize. Yeah. But, I mean, but at the
Yeah, but
same
you're up
time,
at 2.
at the same
That's
time,
true.
I mean, I can't change the advice you're gonna give because it's true. That's really important. But at the same time, it's like what he was saying before, like earlier in the show, where he was saying that when you're younger, you can afford to like kind of just like hang out or whatever. Like, that's the only way for you to balance both lifestyles in a way, is like for you to sacrifice sleep in a way. But
my big shit to Jeremy, my nephew's 19.
Yeah.
I press on him heavy time management.
yeah.
Right? Because
for sure.
it's not that you don't have time.
Yeah.
It's that we don't know how to use our time wisely, how to construct a day, how to set things up.
Well, at that age, the world is our oyster.
Yeah.
So everything revolves around us.
Responsibility,
You know what I mean?
different.
Everybody
rent
caters to
for
me.
most people. No
You know what I
rent,
mean?
no mortgage.
So
Yeah, exactly.
it's one of those
Exactly.
things where it's like, and that was another answer that we got. Somebody had said, "Yo, save mad bread before you move out to your parents' crib. Like
Yeah.
start off ahead."
Yeah, for
You know what I mean?
Milk
Like if
'em.
you have that opportunity, if you have that opportunity, start off ahead. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just take advantage of like your situation and
Yeah.
and just knock it out the park. You know what I mean? Another answer we got I know mostly was monetary. I'm trying to think of
Look it up.
there was one that was good. Normalize saying no.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good one.
like
Yo,
even
facts.
to this
You hate normalize,
even at this
I hate normalized. but
even
I
at
that's
like
a
my
good one.
age,
Yeah,
Just the word,
even at my
exactly.
age now, it's kind of like you feel like if you say no, you're letting that person down, especially somebody that you love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you're kind of like for instance, like Deuce had his baptism,
Right.
But I had something with Mikey, so it was kind of like, all right, well, normally I would definitely 100% try to be at both, but then it like kind of slides together because I either would have left Deuce's thing early, then went to, so I got to the point where I was like, yo, Aunt, I can't make it, but I will. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm still upset.
Yeah.
that's good.
That's all right.
No, I'm
that's
just-
the
I'm just-
consequence.
No.
That's the consequence of whatever it is.
But
you
it's
know
like,
what I mean?
but it's like, you know
But
what?
that's life.
But it is exactly.
But
you got
but
only
he stuck
consequence, and
with
that's it.
me, so that's just it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's just
Well, it
That's
mattered
what-
how you approached it as
Yeah,
well. you know,
yeah.
and-
The problem is if you don't take care of yourself and your time,
Yeah.
you wear yourself so thin that you're not enjoying life anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he spends half the time running to my house
Yeah.
and then running to Mikey, he's
And,
so exhausted
and,
by
I,
the time.
and I work
For
that
sure,
day
for
too.
sure.
He doesn't
You know what
enjoy
I'm saying?
either
Yeah, for
one.
sure. It's just
For sure,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
So then what's the point of it?
Right,
Yeah.
but you're so wrapped up in like pleasing everyone
Yeah.
that
Right.
you're like not taking care of number one.
Yeah.
Which is and not only that, but like not like nobody was saying yo like he's not here, so like you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not a
Right,
missing.
nobody-
you know what I'm saying? Like yo,
Yeah, yeah.
I
you
don't
know
want to
what
say
mean?
nobody noticed,
For sure.
but it's kind of like the
but
day
it was
goes on.
right. The
whoever's
day's gonna go on. You know,
For sure, yeah,
it's
exactly.
about him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So normalize saying no. I think it's a big thing.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And you know what's crazy is that like. Yeah, we're talking to people like in their early 20s that listen to this show, but like I think this like goes for like us too. I think it's stuff that we're still
For sure.
learning and still grasping and still trying to like.
Yo, I'll be teaching that shit to some 40-year-olds.
Yeah. No.
Mhm.
Like, I got cousins, like I said, older cousins that tell me, like, yo, I wish I could say no the way you do.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, that
Me.
shit is a trained muscle.
How many times have I told? I
Yeah.
told you that. Yeah. I've been like, listen, man. You know who you are. That's such an admirable,
But-
admirable
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
It
Of
didn't
course.
come like just like there. Like,
Yeah.
yes, a part of it did, but for the most part, it's a trained muscle. Like, there's times I want to say yes. I'm a yes
Right.
saying dude. Like,
Yeah.
I like everybody being happy. I kind of think I could do everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could definitely do that shit. But I'm like, you know what? Nah.
It's the right.
And then one
approach.
of my
It's the
bigger
right approach.
lessons with that, I think I told you that before, you can always bounce back from a no.
Yeah, you did. Say
Right.
that. Yeah, you did say
When
that.
you go change a yes to a no, it always lets the person down.
Yeah.
No matter
True,
what
for
you
sure.
do. Like, if I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be there. And then that day I'm like, yo, I
I do
can't
that.
make it. Yeah, you do it all the time, he
I
said.
do.
That-
I do.
he did that shit
He
the other
actually
day.
asked somebody, like, yo, what do you need? I got you, knowing he wasn't
Ice?
going to go.
Yeah.
Beer?
I learned that from Kevin.
He had some hot ass beer that day because he was recharged with the ice.
Nah, yo,
Just take a
ask
drink of
him
water.
for ice.
But it's even
Hot
like
ice.
when I had
Hot
my
ice.
bachelor party, I had a couple of people who I know they wanted to say yes.
Yeah.
They financially could not do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there was a lot going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
of course.
And they
of course.
like they want to please everybody and say
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they think they're a bad friend if they say no.
Yeah.
But to me, you got to take care of your own life before anybody
Right,
else.
right,
Fact,
right.
though.
If you approach it honestly, there's no way in the world
There's no
you're gonna
hard
feel.
feelings.
It usually works out well when you approach anything
course.
like honestly. Yeah. My thing, by the way, is be selfish, which is I know. To your point, a lot of things that we say or our opinion on this is like a reflection of where we're at right now. Even you know what I mean. So I think that I still battle that, like being selfish. The same point of like
course.
trying to satisfy everybody. I think that especially when you're younger, you try to satisfy. That's why you are who you associate with. Even more so when you're younger, you try to satisfy all your friends around you.
Oh,
And
that was one of the answers, too.
you don't
like,
even know who you really are.
surround
So
yourself with the right people.
the only way you can know who you are really is to be selfish and to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, but
Right,
like
right.
because you want to, you know. So
not everybody's your brother. Not everybody's your
It's a fact and a half.
fam. You know what I'm
a
saying?
fact
No,
and a half,
no,
man.
not everybody's. Nah, they're not.
Well, actually,
because
to
a
me,
lot of
Seems like
everybody's
it's
family because I
Yeah.
can cut off family easily.
or that.
So you're all
He's
my
not
brothers.
lying.
Right,
He's
right,
not
right, right.
lying.
Yeah.
No blood needed.
I love it. I love it. So since we're still talking about the youth, the kids or
The
whatever,
youth.
yeah,
The
the
youths.
youth, the youths.
The youths. Let's talk about the dirty babies.
I don't know if you guys seen, but I mean, for
sounds
the
like
past,
Guyanese.
A little bit. Yeah, right.
did he?
See?
Did
A
he?
little Irish,
I
a
was
little
going
Guyanese.
to say that's definitely a mixture of accents for
that's
sure.
pretty deep.
Clearly, clearly.
Not many could do that shit. Was
That's
that
true.
Irish?
Now he's making up new accents on the go.
A little bit.
Yeah, Irish.
All right, you get
Irish.
it. You didn't say who am I that grows them sugar, so I appreciate
least
Nah, it's
that.
Jamaican, dude. Duh.
Nah, when you impersonate your barber, it's mad funny.
Hell yeah, yeah, it's
That shit
good.
is mad
It's
I
funny.
do it really
Shout
good.
out to
Yo, shout out to Dev, man.
Dev.
Hairline protectors. Obviously, you see us. I keep
Yes,
my forehead
sir.
this size. Nah, my shit would be back here. Where my hair really grows. Thank God for that dye that B-Man gave me,
A
by
little
the way.
spray.
Right?
Yeah, B-Man gave me a full beard on Friday, dude.
Oh, fire.
That shit was looking crazy.
Yo, he's a legend, dogs.
Yeah, he is.
He's a legend, man.
Nah, they
Damn.
rocking over there.
Shout out
too.
to B, man. Yo.
I look like
Shout
an
out to
idiot 2
Cousin
hours
Paul.
later when I was sweating because it was the hottest day of the fucking year.
Carlos
Yeah.
Boozer.
Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer had the spray. He went to a game.
Yeah,
It was
Sweating on the free
it
throw
was
line.
dripping. It was dripping.
He was dripping like Giuliani.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was the best shit ever.
Took
Oh,
5
yeah.
showers.
It's the gift that keeps giving, man. No, so for the past few weeks, there's been a few celebrities that have
No,
come
there's a
out.
lot of celebrities, more
Yeah.
celebrities coming out
For
now.
sure, yeah. There's been a few, for
Saying
sure.
that they got stink children.
No, they
they
don't
say
say it
they
like
stink
that.
themselves.
Yeah, they don't say like-
it started with was it Mila Kunis and
Ashton
Ashton
Kutcher.
Kutcher,
Yeah.
right? And then they just started asking more celebrities, and I think like Ice-T's wife Coco T came out and was like,
Coco Tea.
"Yeah, I don't."
She got her own
Now,
problem.
I think Coco T is a reggae artist. My bad, but her name is Coco, whatever.
I love that, though.
But,
I'd rather
I'm
her
sure
be-
Ice-T's
Coco
last
T's
name is
better.
not T.
Coco T's dope.
Ice-T Ice Cube's last name is Cube. No,
Yo, you know, I only knew his name because of his son.
yo,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre is a doctor,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody
He
say.
is.
I don't care what nobody
You have to
say.
fight
man. Yeah, fight me. Word, fight me. But yeah, that was. I don't know if it's becoming like a trend or
Mila
like
Kunis,
are
Ashton
people.
Kutcher.
Yeah, are people coming out saying, you know, like, oh, like, are they trying to be in the in crowd? Because this is not some in crowd shit. Like, this is terrible.
So I'm sort of like The Rock. I don't know if you guys heard him. He came out and said
What did Rock say?
he said he showers 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay,
Yeah, because he works out like 8 times
I
a
work
day.
at a bagel store, so I'm
Yeah.
in front of the oven. I sweat a lot.
Right.
Showering constantly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I have a friend growing up that his rule was Wednesdays and Sundays he does not shower.
You serious?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't want to name names.
I guess
Yeah, yeah,
5
some
out of
people
7
may-
is
Yeah,
alright.
but they're talking about like you got natural oils or some shit like that. What
Nah.
natural oil you
So
talking
Let me tell you
about?
this. I don't shampoo.
No. That
my
might
head
be true.
Yeah.
That
every
might
day.
be true, Teddy.
Oh,
No.
no, I don't shampoo my head every day.
I don't
Yeah,
shampoo
I don't-
my head
I don't
every day.
either. I don't either.
I'll condition all the time, but I shampoo maybe 2, 3
I
times
don't
a
even
week.
condition all the time. I'll wash my hair 2 times a week, maybe 3.
But
Look
you're
how nice
in the
his hair is,
bath.
though.
Yeah,
every
yeah, exactly.
Look how nice
I
his
know.
hair-
I
that's
know.
conditioned
No,
hair.
not.
Yeah, but you're not.
It's
If you, have,
conditioned
if you have long hair, you're not supposed to wash your hair.
Exactly,
Every day,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do take a bath. And
No, yeah,
that's-
for
or
sure.
a shower, whatever the heck you do.
For sure.
Eh,
He's looking at me
Nah.
confused and shit.
Do you let Jonah
I do, I
skip
do.
a day or two? No,
Definitely
you
not.
don't, right?
Definitely
Absolutely
not.
not.
Definitely
Yeah.
not. And I wash his ass every single time he shits. Wash his
I would-
ass
I would
every
hope
single
so.
time. Yeah, I have
That's
to.
nice. You're
I
a
have
good
to.
dad.
I would. It would live in my self.
So he doesn't have
if I
crud
didn't,
butt.
He doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't. He definitely doesn't. Nah.
Poor Deuce is just sitting there,
Definitely
just
does
sitting in
not.
it.
Trust he does
This is
not.
Deuce and my dad doesn't do
But to
that.
be real with you, to be honest with you, I gotta shout out
Haven't
Brenda
fucked
for
a
that.
wipe in months.
I gotta shout out Brenda for that
Thank God
because
mom is here.
if it were for me, I'd give him like 15 wipes in his ass and just keep it rolling because I'm like, he's clean. He's
Oh,
alright.
I just noticed what you said. You actually wash his
ass every
time.
single time he shits.
Nah,
yeah.
that's extensive.
Yeah, I'm telling
But
you.
it's a good thing.
Yeah, and now at this point, it's like if I don't,
Yeah, it starts to creep
It's
up.
a
on you.
tradition.
weird. Yeah, exactly. It's tradition at this
It's a
point.
weird tradition.
So
but
this,
it's a
is,
good
this,
Yeah.
is this one of those things where like, yo, it's a common thing, and like somebody finally like broke the glass ceiling of
I think
like,
so.
of stinkness?
I
You
think
know
so.
what's
was
weird?
like,
they can
yeah.
hire nannies, B. Like,
They all have Trinidadian nannies.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Johnny, some people don't feel like you need to shower that often because they feel like your natural oils.
but why
and
are
stuff like
all
that.
of them celebs?
So
They're not all celebs.
You got
got-
friends that do this?
No, there's people we went to school with for sure that were
I just
like,
told them.
this
My
dude
friend
smells
does that.
musty.
He just tell you got a musty
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, he just
But
told you. He just
I
told you he had a mustache.
understand, but he's a kid.
32.
Oh, he's still musty now? All right, man.
Musty.
And it's little by little, like describing the guy. We're gonna have to we're gonna be able
So
to
Mila
like, pinpoint
Kunis
it
said,
is.
though, to her, I'll give her this. She said in Russia they did not have access to showering every day.
Okay.
So she grew up
So
that
she
way?
said that's
Yeah,
why she
she's
did
like,
it.
I didn't have hot water.
Ashton Kutcher just said
I'm just
there's
saying.
wet wipes, so it don't matter.
Yo,
Right,
Steve
right.
Jobs didn't. I heard Steve Jobs used to smell like he used to walk around campus Crazy.
You think
Childish
like
Gambino is known for smelling.
yeah, he look like he smell.
Yeah, yeah.
He does look
Yeah,
like
He looks like
exactly.
he smells. He
It's
looks
a
like-
common thing.
There's people
Yo,
that
think
look-
about it.
yeah.
It's a common thing.
I
You
watch-
know what he smells
I
like.
watch Atlanta. He looks extra
And
right.
you know what he smells like.
Speaking of,
I'm just saying, like, off top of your head, you can kind of see him and be like, I know what he smells like.
Well, like must.
He smells musty, yeah.
Yeah,
He smells musty.
Well, crusty. Yeah.
You cannot be my friend if you want.
But Mila Kunis is like she's like pretty, man. Like it sucks.
It's like
Oh,
European
you can't
girls.
be hot and dirty?
It's like European girls with armpit hair, man.
dirty.
Shout out to women with armpit hair if you're doing that.
Shout out
to Bushwick.
No,
Shout out to Bushwick.
No,
Shout out to Williamsburg.
out
Shout out to
to the
Williamsburg.
no women that keep it musty and furry under their
Bro,
armpits.
just because it's not what you're used to doesn't mean, you know.
Listen, I understand the whole, oh, it's winter, so I don't want to shave my legs all the time. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
It is what it is.
Yeah, man. They're
But
human, bro. It's
your
just uncomfortable.
pits? Nah, come on,
Nah,
man.
man, you gotta shave your pits. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a no-go.
I think so. But if you don't, I
Nah,
know
the
why
leg-
that's
the legs too,
acceptable.
though.
It's,
You get a little
it's European.
stuff.
Yo.
if
You
you
get a little
weren't
stuff.
married,
Yeah.
would you date somebody?
No,
who
no, I
doesn't
wouldn't.
shave?
I wouldn't.
Even if she was
But I'm
beautiful?
not saying maybe.
Sofia Vergara
Maybe.
can have a little armpit hair.
Oh, this-
I fuck with it.
It depends. Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
listen, the stubble growing in
Like,
is
that shit
nothing.
sucks.
It
Just
all
save that
depends.
shit.
Hold on.
but-
It all
Full
depends.
grown.
The stubble is okay.
Brady.
It happens.
No,
You're not an
no,
animal.
we're talking about
But actual,
straight up
like, little whiskers?
strands.
Hell
no, not even
no.
little whiskers. Like my armpit hair. Not mine.
J. Cole dreads.
Nah, I'm good.
She could be the baddest.
So
It
disgusting.
doesn't work. And I'm a nasty dude. That's a no-go, man. That's a straight no-go.
Oh my gosh, man.
I'll take it all down.
This very
That
shit
is
that
a
Handsome
no-go.
says that I know makes you laugh like that, man, is so worth it, bro.
Nah, but it's the truth. Like,
That
for
plus
sure.
not showering?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of shit I allow.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
It's not
to
for
me.
me. But I understand. I honestly do. I know that I'm Mr. Politically correct in
You
a
are.
way. No, but it's not even about that. It's like, it's not for me. But
Doesn't make
because-
it wrong.
yeah, because if
Yeah,
a whole other side of the world is doing it and it's common, then that's just something that I know.
Well, it's kinda
my
like-
personal preference, but it's okay. Like, it's all right.
The
It's
whole
not
other side of the world marries 9-year-olds.
not the whole side of the other side of the world.
That's a big side of
Yeah,
the world.
yeah, exactly,
So it's
exactly.
normal.
Nah, definitely not.
Nah,
All right,
man.
there
what are
we
you-
go
what are we
then.
talking about?
That's
No
my
way.
point.
Donnie,
That's not
Oh,
good
Do your,
logic.
do your research and show me how many countries. This is.
Yo,
I guarantee it's not half
It's
of the world.
112 countries because I looked it up.
This guy's on his Republican
He really
pages.
went
He's on those Republican.
112
You're on those
countries.
Republican pages.
The statutory age is the statutory
News
age
one.
is hold on.
One
The
American- one
statutory
American-
age is puberty. Meaning, if you got your shit at 9,
Nah, bro,
'cause some people do.
I've been in Rome,
cool.
and it's shaky.
And you did the Romans?
No, it's shaky.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
We're
it's
just
shaky.
gonna bash Italians the whole show.
No, my fault.
Romans
That's
not really
different.
Italian.
Yeah, exactly. That's different.
I'm 2 hours south of there, right?
It's different.
My people from the mountains.
And honestly, I don't think it was Roman people. I think it was people traveling to Rome, and they were bringing. I'm not even lying. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck
Were they
is going
escaping
on?
Afghanistan?
Yo, that's
Maybe.
a whole other topic.
They might have.
No, I'm not trying to get
That's a
dark,
whole.
man.
That's a whole other
We
day.
are not
I
gonna
honestly
political
shouldn't
change.
even laughed at that. Honestly, I
all-
regret even
that's all
laughing at
shit.
that. It was a good joke though.
It was.
But
I'm
damn,
mad
that's
I
a
laughed.
fucked up situation. Yeah, it's a fucked up situation,
Fixed
man.
20 years of fucking bullshit in 9 days, yo. But
Word.
Crazy.
That's a whole nother.
You guys don't
That's a
know.
whole other
You
topic.
guys don't know how good we got
That'll
it out
take
here.
20 years to
Yo,
digest.
shower your kids.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Shower your kids. They're free to shower.
Water.
Yo, water. Yeah, we're not running out of water in this country unless you're in Cali.
Yeah.
How about
So-
that? That matters.
Or if you're in
Cali.
Michigan.
Yeah,
Jake
Michigan.
Gyllenhaal said that.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
because
his
he lives in
excuse.
California.
He said there's droughts.
There's droughts.
He said, so I don't want to waste the water.
Yeah, well, that's white people shit, man. Honestly.
Thanks.
No, you're not white. You're
You're
Italian.
not white. You're Italian.
We
Did
went
I not
over this
just
at the
say
beginning of the
that?
show.
We've
We
established
acknowledge that you're not white. You're
Gyllenhaal.
Italian.
Does that
You're
sound
Latin.
anything Italian to you?
You're
No, it
Latin,
does not.
man.
That was the
Thank
bubble
you.
boy.
Whenever we.
You're Latin. We can
Yes.
relate. We can relate. We're all Latin, man. We're, you know.
None of your
Rome.
white friends will watch this show, Anthony. Anyway,
Maybe Vin. I think
no,
Vin's
they're all gonna watch
Now listen,
it.
when I say that as well, it's like white people are just so. I'm not even gonna defend it, man. I'm not even gonna go down that path. Even though I had a way of saying it in my head, but I own it.
No. Say
Fuck
it.
it. Nah, fuck it, man.
I think
Make it-
white
make it
people
more
shower.
prejudice.
I think most white people shower.
I think they're so comfortable. I think
it's
they're
a-
so
I
privileged
think
that
it's a-
they
I
can
think it's
focus
a-
on this kind of shit.
No, I think it's a celebrity thing. That's
Yeah.
what I think it is. I think it's like a rich people like.
Well, it's kind of like, you know,
it's,
like
it's
most
like
celebrities
Ocho
are.
Cinco said.
That's not all- that's
I
not
could
far
wear
off.
a fake chain because they expect me to like. If you saw Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, you don't expect them to be stinking, do you? If you saw a bum, you expect
Ashton
them to stink.
Kutcher, I
right?
expected to
Right.
stink. I
Yeah, that's
definitely
true.
Ashton
think
Kutcher looks like he
Okay.
walks barefoot.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Right? He looks like he walks
Like
barefoot.
Childish Gambino, I think he smells. Like
He
I see
looks-
him,
yeah,
he looks like he
People
smells.
look smelly. You can
Yeah,
tell.
right,
exactly,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I never would've slept
Reggie
with Courtney
Jackson from the
Love.
Clippers. He looks like he
stinks.
smells.
A little
Boy
bit.
stinks.
Pat
little
Beverly, who got
Den-
traded
Dennis
twice
Schroeder.
in
Oh.
1 week. Dennis Schroeder looks like he
Yeah,
smells.
he definitely does.
Yes.
He's European and
Absolutely.
His
Yeah.
contract stinks too.
Boban
Yo, bro,
Marjanovic,
do you know how much money he lost?
that tall dude, he looks like he smells too.
Boban? No,
Yo,
don't listen to Boban.
Boban looks like
Just
he
real
smells.
quick side note, because I know that you know the details. How much money did Dennis Schroeder lose? lose?
20.
He lost
20
74 or something.
Yes, you get 20 a year.
No.
It was 80 for 4.
For what?
They
So
offered
He's
him.
21 a year, 84.
So Anthony's favorite team, the Lakers, and I put him on.
Yeah.
All the extension.
Anthony's favorite.
Yeah, they offered
Anthony's
him a
favorite
deal,
team, the Lakers, and we'll talk about that. We'll get into the how you became a Laker, Yankee, and Cowboy fan. All three.
Sounds bad. It's not.
It's not
It does.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
But
It
um,
does.
Schroeder
Sound
pretty
bad.
much got a $80 million deal for 4 years, 20 a year, and he turned it down, and now he accepted a 1 year,
5.9.
because he kind of played his hand a little. He's
Love
definitely
shit
got to
like
fire.
that.
He's got to
I
fire.
love shit like that.
He
Bad advice.
He should have taken the
100%.
Bad advice.
I love.
He's a martyr, though.
Reed is a motherfucker.
Yeah. And I think these players have this like thing in their head that like I'm a $100 million player. So I think that he was kind of like aiming for that. Like,
He was,
okay, I want to be a
supposedly.
$100 million player, but like they already got two of them, which is LeBron and AD. Like, do you think that you're not on that level, but like
Anywhere close?
an
No.
X factor? And you know,
No.
he showed that he wasn't in
He's
the.
expendable.
They
yeah.
were honestly laughing at him from the moment that he was kind of asking for that
Right.
kind of money. Like a lot of
But-
people were kind of watching that
But now,
situation.
so now, and like asking you as a Laker fan, so like you see the Lakers picked up Melo, Bron is older, Russ is not older, but he, you know what I mean? Like,
I think he's slowing down. I think he's slowing down a little bit.
He's 32,
Yeah.
so I mean,
And he had a lot of wear on.
you
That's
could
why,
see,
yeah,
right?
injuries.
You could see them saying, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna go into the future with AD and have like Russ as his like co-star
Okay.
or whatever."
Hopefully,
but
we never LeBron.
But what I'm saying, right? LeBron's gonna retire eventually, so like, how do you feel about them? Like how they treat, especially with Kobe. Like, how do you feel about different franchises treating their older players as they, you know, go into in the twilight of their career? You know what I mean? There's a lot. I mean, we've all, each one of us as fans, Mets fans, Yankee fans, like I know with Jeter and stuff like that. Like, how do you feel they should handle the older players? Like, should they say, hey, you know what? I appreciate the service, but you got to go? Or treat them like Udonis Haslem and keep giving them deals to play a minute? Udonis hasn't played
14 minutes in 2 years.
in 2 years.
Crazy.
Still
Crazy.
collects $4 million
That's
a year.
crazy. Yeah.
And gets $4 million
I
a
mean,
year.
honestly, for years already,
He has
he's
to
been
have-
just like a bench
he has
guy
naked
who's.
pictures of Mickey Arison.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has to have naked pictures.
He's been enforcer, like one of those enforcers, like Kurt Thomas
Yo,
when he was 40
wasn't
years
even
old.
getting burned when they had the Heatles.
That's what I mean.
When these
Exactly.
guys
I
were
was
together.
say.
He was already
So
like the guy
what
who
are
came
you
off the
talking
bench and just
about?
get fouls.
Right.
He's
So-
been like that for like 5 years.
But not
at
every
least.
franchise is going to be like that, where they're just going to keep this guy around. So, like, how do you feel like they should handle him? You should cut bait. Like, perfect example. How do you feel like they should have handled Kobe? Or do you
Yeah,
feel
I
like
think
they
that's a
handled
great
Kobe correctly?
example.
So I think the Kobe deal was a bad deal monetarily.
Monetarily, right.
But I think it was a great deal. I
Right.
really do. I think the Lakers, I think every sport's different. I think in football you can't do something like legacy deals.
Okay.
Because like every position
It was
means
a hard,
so
it's
much.
and the
Yeah.
cap, and the
The
cap,
cap-
is
the
like
cap
The
is
cap,
very-
it's a hard cap.
Yeah, yeah.
NBA is not like that.
They move
Yeah.
around with the cap a lot,
Yeah.
like in NBA. I don't know how, but they do.
But although Kobe was, I mean, my favorite player of all time, he was a chucker at the end where there was literally all he could
He's
do
getting
was
his
just
stats and
score.
stuff, right.
Just, stuff and
Yeah.
stats with some
Yeah.
bums around him getting mad.
Yeah,
at
but he
them.
was also trying to, like, train those guys, too, though. Yeah,
But
yeah,
he-
yeah.
He was a
was
chucker his whole
also-
career, man.
Kobe's such a different
Listen.
animal.
What?
Yeah, but it's just as
Yeah.
many assists as Jordan.
I respect Kobe,
just as many assists as Jordan.
but he took wild shots.
Jordan's
his whole career.
Jordan's a chucker, too.
But Jordan doesn't get
Jordan
that
was
name.
way more efficient.
Right.
Jordan
way more
doesn't get
efficient.
seen as the chucker.
He was
Jordan does nothing wrong.
He was way more
Yes.
efficient.
He does a lot
Yeah.
wrong.
He was way more.
But he
efficient.
doesn't get talked
gambles.
about as doing things
Nah.
wrong. Who doesn't?
Yeah, but I think let's see.
Kevin.
So let's look at
Nah,
that.
but respect to Kobe though. I'm
But
no
like
disrespect,
a legend
bro.
like Kobe, that's a different ball game.
I agree.
Like that's the type of person you do keep on payroll, right?
Because I
But
feel like
Haslam,
there's
like-
a bigger picture with the fan base. You don't want to lose your fan base over cutting Kobe Bryant.
That's the thing.
Right.
Would you want to see Kobe Bryant as the owner of the Lakers play for the Clippers or
No.
play for the Bulls or something
No.
like that?
No,
he
not to
means
end his
so
career.
much to your
Yeah,
brand.
Right.
And it's not only the fan base. I think it's bringing other players in as well.
Of course.
Like it matters for your team to have that identity and show that they take care of like their older players.
And those last 2 years where he wasn't Kobe Bryant,
yeah,
you got to remember he had D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, who are both now all-stars.
yeah. But at the time, they definitely
They weren't.
Yeah,
They weren't.
He
But
was
because
building
the
them.
team was bad,
yeah,
He was
they were
burping
able to
them.
get these high picks,
Yeah.
and they learned from him.
yeah. They did.
Like, you ask anybody who's a Knicks fan, they talk about Julius Randle, his
Yeah.
work ethic. They said he said he learned from Kobe. You got to be the first one in the gym. You got to
Yeah.
be the last one. And he was going to, I forgot what city it was, maybe Milwaukee, where he showed up at like a random gym the day before a game. And the guy who runs the gym was like, I haven't seen somebody do this since Kobe, at the Lakers.
Yeah. And he was a Knick when he did it, too, right?
He was with the
when he did it.
Knicks, and
Yeah,
he brought I think Elfrid Payton,
Yeah,
Okay,
he
yeah.
should have brought Frank.
quickly, like a couple. He brought a couple
better
of
than
other
Dennis
young
Smith
guys. I like Dennis Smith Jr.
I was
did.
trash.
I did. He was, but I liked
Trash.
him.
Yeah,
I thought him
he
and Luke
lost
were going to
it.
be the future
He
of the Mavericks.
He lost it, man.
Nah,
But
I won't even get into
His
that.
mind-
Me and Chetty have this like
his
debate from
mind
like
is
the
gone.
moment they were drafted.
It's fine.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But I think that's your value of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you were able to get all those high picks because of him.
Yeah.
He was still selling out like crazy. The
Yeah.
Staples Center was sold out
No,
every night.
everybody just goes to see Kobe, and then it's an attraction.
course.
Right.
Jeter was at the end of his career, got a fake gold glove, but everybody went to go see him.
Yes.
Right.
Eli Manning
Beyond
couldn't
fake gold glove.
he couldn't throw a pass to somebody 10 yards away.
Eli to me is one of those people that it went a little too far.
It did.
For sure.
It did. And
A
it
year
took,
or two too far.
It took the coach
Or
having
two, you
to take
said,
him
right?
out.
But
in the
You said a
middle.
year or two, right?
But a year or two too
Okay,
far.
okay,
What
okay.
about Big Ben? Big Ben's another guy.
100%.
We'll see.
But Big Ben
Big-
was started 11-0 last year.
Yeah, we'll see.
He started 11-0 last year.
No. Big Ben
did.
sucked last year, though.
It's
He
a
was
fact.
trash.
But then,
But we'll
then-
see this.
11-0.
We'll see this year, though, because I think that coming off an injury, he could have a dud of a year,
Right.
and we'll see. But the year before that, he wasn't so
And
bad.
that's where you need to cut.
I
It wasn't
feel
so
like
bad.
I feel like they
I
always,
kinda-
As much as Ben has done for
I don't
that
disagree.
franchise, that's where you need to cut.
But that's the thing, though. It's like it's a slippery slope because you're like you want to cut this guy, but then you don't know what the fan base is gonna feel like if you do cut him. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm like, but then the fan base wants to win as well.
Well,
So you're
well,
kind of
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That's why it's not at a Kobe level.
Yeah.
Like, you understood Kobe is essential, right? Like, yes, Roethlisberger means a
the
lot
Bulls
to
let
Pittsburgh.
go of Jordan.
They
You know
were
what I'm
nuts.
saying? Yeah,
They were
that's-
nuts.
and they've never been the same since. But what I'm saying,
Nah,
though,
they were
is
the
like,
same. A little bit. Kind of
But it
close.
wasn't that.
With
What I'm
Derrick
saying-
Rose.
with
Derrick
Derrick
Rose
Rose?
era.
I mean, it was a
Right,
fun
right,
era.
right,
It
right.
wasn't
Yeah,
the
I'm,
same.
It was-
yeah, I get it. I'm
it-
just
it
saying
wasn't
Chicago
like-
was back, though.
But
They
I
were
do
the number
think-
one seed.
Yeah. They got the first
Right.
seed.
Yeah,
And he won
yeah.
an MVP.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just.
Bron
But
took him out
NBA, I think, is different than the
took
NFL.
him out in
Nah, for
5.
sure. I agree.
In the NFL, especially, you
Bron
ruin
made
your
light work of
future
them.
Yeah.
by
Right.
holding on to those kind of
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
The
That's
fuck
facts.
out of here. That
That's
shit
facts,
really,
that's facts.
it's
I can't argue
still,
with you.
wait, to this day, it's still resonating. Holding on to Eli has caused damage to the Giants franchise.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in the NFL, we see it. It lingers a lot more. Like you said, in NBA, players are there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Other people carry the weight different.
NBA, I think guys move around a lot more.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
You have somewhere like Los Angeles.
Yeah.
People are going to come there no matter what.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to the Giants just because they're the Giants.
Yeah. That's a great point.
It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, in football, it's
quarterbacks
not really, yeah.
rarely move that way.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have one in the chamber, like the Colts when Peyton Manning got
One of the
hurt.
greatest franchises in NFL history.
They wound
baby.
up. They got lucky. Andrew Luck.
Culture good.
I was gonna say it kind of
Fuck
did happen.
Giants,
It kind of
baby.
did happen with the Bucks last year.
Yes, 100%.
It kind of did happen but you're mostly right.
He
by far,
attracted
though. Yeah, for
Tom
sure.
Brady attracted players.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? He got players to jump
The
aboard.
Bucks were already good.
Oh, of course.
They
The
were
Bucks-
already loaded. But then
I
they
won't say-
added.
I'm not gonna say they're loaded. You know why?
They
because
were.
a 7-9 team is not loaded.
Jameis threw a
You
lot
know-
of picks.
Right, and Tom Brady was a difference to that. And we could go back and
Bro,
forth.
they
and
added.
you guys
Okay,
want-
but they added. What was the running back's name from the Jags
Leonard
again?
Fournette.
Leonard Fournette. They added a few pieces that was
Antonio
just like
Brown
right,
caught a catch,
exactly.
but like
caught
why?
a touchdown.
But like
Yeah,
why?
exactly,
But
Antonio
why
Brown.
But why they came is the bottom line is because they want
No,
to play
yeah,
with Tom
for
Brady.
sure.
You know what I mean?
That's why I
He's
said
gonna
that
get- He's gonna get them to the next level,
Yeah.
whatever that level is. I'm not saying that he's the same guy that could throw a 50-yard pass and stuff like that, but. I think he's a deciding factor of I think he just brought a winning culture.
No, I
there.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So
at
it's
that
like
at all,
players
yeah.
like that. Like, look, the Patriots didn't bring him back.
Yeah.
But I'll always say, all right, Brady might have
He didn't
lost
wanna go
some
back.
type of arm strength, though, but they never not to say they never did, but the last couple of years, if you really think about who they surrounded him with as far as his weapons,
Yeah.
you got to give him, better. You got to, in my opinion, you got to cater
Yeah.
to your best.
I mean, that's
your
in
best
general. The Patriots were loaded when they won. Everyone can act like it was just Tom Brady. They were. Most of the years they won, they were definitely loaded.
When he
Their
won
defense was stacked.
when he won the
Defense
first,
was good.
Exactly.
when he
But
won
I
the
thought he
first
had one
three,
good receiver.
when
Stacked,
they
though.
won the first three,
Yeah.
they had a loaded team. But then once they got Hernandez and Gronk, that's when they finally gave him some type of offense where he
Yeah.
was just like, yo, I'm
And
gonna start
Moss.
clicking.
I'm just trying
No,
to say.
but he never won Randy.
What I mean is
Remember,
that
he never won
18
Randy.
and 0 though.
Yeah, right.
What I mean
and you
is
know what
that
happened.
in football,
Thank God. That was the only day I was a Giants fan.
but in football,
Glue on the helmet.
even with Tom Brady, even with Tom Brady, you still need so many players on your team to make it happen. So while everyone has this aura about him or whatever, that he carried the Patriots to this point, it's like, nah, everyone had a part in that. Bill
Nah, football,
Belichick,
yeah.
obviously one of the greatest coaches ever, but their team was loaded.
It doesn't look good though that he went to the team
That was
first
loaded.
year.
He's smart.
And wins though, but he went. I'm not gonna say they loaded because
They
had
were,
two.
though. They had the best
they
wide
have-
receiving
they
core
have
already
two,
when he
they
got
have
there.
two dope wide receivers,
And they
right?
had an offensive line that was stacked. They just drafted
Right,
Tristan
but
Wirfs at
what
right
is
tackle.
the main reason why? All right, what did the Patriots do this year? Did they make it to the playoffs?
No.
They didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that shows you what they were surrounding him with, though.
Yeah.
You got to surround him with better players.
I think you're wrong on that one. though.
Yeah.
I was
Because the
saying
Patriots had 10 guys who didn't
That
play
opted
because of
out.
COVID.
I was going to
Yeah.
say that, and I literally,
they had a
I
COVID
literally
year.
took
Right.
a step
So
back.
they would've
because
made
They
I
had
didn't-
guys literally say they didn't want to play. I
Yeah.
think they were 7-9. Right?
Was it Devin McCourty? Or am I bugging? No, it wasn't Devin McCourty.
No,
what was their
Devin
McCourty
linebacker?
played.
They had
Yeah.
the linebackers.
They-
but
what was their linebacker?
And they
One
were
of the best linebackers they had.
but they were guys
Patrick
that
Chung.
they were guys that made a difference. That's why they wanted.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, yeah.
I think another drawback to what the Patriots here was Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton played
That's
like
another
shit.
problem, yeah.
Like
He played like shit.
But forget about the way he played. Is his
Game?
demeanor and his attitude clashed from the moment they had him? I was like, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not a
it
Bill
clashed
Belichick
with.
guy.
Yeah, he's not.
Hell no.
He's not. Mac
You know
Jones
what I mean?
is.
I think Max.
So
I think
who-
Max can be good for
Mac
him.
Jones is.
So
Yeah.
who are you gonna
I'm not happy with that.
replace Tom Brady with? He's the GOAT. You can't
I feel
replace
you.
him with nobody.
I feel
He's
you.
irreplaceable.
I would have replaced the coach over him. I'm always choosing the player over the
You would
coach.
have replaced Bill over
I wouldn't.
Tom. You would have
I
kept
would.
Tom.
Not in football. I wouldn't.
I would.
You would have kept Tom instead of keeping Bill.
Has Bill ever won without him?
No. Yeah, Tom just won without
That's
him
what I
this
just
year.
said.
No, no,
I
but
said it doesn't like. All right,
that's
like
not, you can't you
if
can't
after the-
just say that because it's like if Bill Belichick went to the Chiefs and
Not
then
even
had that team,
if Belichick
is he
went
going
to
to
the
lose?
Buccaneers with the same
exactly,
lineup.
or something like that.
I don't think so.
We
I don't
can't.
think he wins with Jameis.
Yeah, we can't
I
say
don't
that.
know, man.
We can't say that.
Going from
We
a
can't say
seven,
that.
going
can't.
from a seven.
We never know for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Right.
Going
He's
from
not
a
winning with
7-9
Jameis.
7-9
But if you
team
had Carson
to winning
Wentz
the whole thing
on the
Oh,
Bucks,
I hate Carson Wentz.
is a
I
big
hear
deal.
you. But if you had Carson Wentz and an average year for
He's
Carson
mad
Wentz,
overrated,
All
yo.
right.
Tired of the Carson Wentz.
I never thought he was any good.
he might be overrated, but he's a lot better than Cam Newton was last year. That's my point. So
Right,
the Buccaneers
right. I
didn't
mean,
need
a lot-
the Buccaneers didn't need a star. They just
Is-
need a solid. Tom Brady didn't ball
They
out
need
last
somebody
year.
who doesn't make mistakes.
Tom-
Exactly, he didn't ball out last
Cam
year.
Newton is not the same Cam Newton from that when he won MVP.
Not close.
He's not that guy
Ever
anymore.
since that ball fumbled
yeah,
and he didn't
he's
jump
not.
on
He's
it.
not that guy anymore.
And he depends on athleticism.
No, he's not that
Obviously,
guy
he's a lot
anymore.
older. Injuries.
Yeah, no, he's not
all
that
of
guy anymore.
Yeah.
I always felt like Cam. Did they ever give him an elite receiver? Who he had? Kelvin Benjamin.
I'm with you.
Who's out of the NFL because he's overweight.
Steve Smith.
You know what I mean?
Steve Smith.
Right, Steve Smith.
did good with him, though.
He did.
In the
He did.
twilight of his career.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no, you're
But
right.
I
You're
feel
right.
like Cam definitely was once a elite quarterback.
He was.
And then now
Yeah.
he shelled himself.
It
now,
happens,
you know what
man.
I mean?
He depends on athleticism. He got banged
yeah,
up.
No, and then
Pause.
now that he doesn't have it, he can't make those plays happen anymore. You know, so
Yo,
I'll give you a good example. Were you upset? Well, he was pretty young at the time, but with the Ewing shit, like the Knicks.
Well,
not
I
keeping
was.
Ewing.
That's why I stopped being a Knicks fan.
Yeah, it's true. Now, Chetty always says that.
But
Yeah.
he kind of was washed
Put a pin
at
in
that
this
point.
in this moment where Chetty admits that he was a Knicks fan. This is an important moment for the
1,000%.
podcast.
Yeah, it was a moment in time.
No,
it was
but
a moment in time.
I wanted to say that. I'm glad you brought that up because my opinion on this was like, it depends on where your team is at. It depends on the sport too. That was a great point because I didn't think about that. But it also depends on where your team is at. Like, if you're a team that, like the Lakers, they had won a lot already. You know, they're known for as a winning franchise.
Right.
It's different. You can take that chance. If you're a team like the Knicks or even like the Jets or any team like that or Timberwolves, you have to kind of move on a little earlier than you want to because you kind of got to start rebuilding your team. You can't afford to keep a player based on legacy. The Mets with Mike Piazza. You know what I mean? Like Mike Piazza was obviously a Met, one of the best catchers of all time. We got to a point when we had David Wright and Reyes where it's like we're focusing on the youth. We can't afford to just keep you here based off of legacy.
Right.
You know, he went to the
I was
Oakland
with
A's
that all
afterwards.
day, yeah.
I
went to
just
Oakland A's
feel
afterwards.
like who the Knicks turned the Patrick Ewing trade in wasn't worth it.
No, it was bad.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
a terrible
Definitely.
trade.
Like I know in hindsight it definitely wasn't worth it. But even when I saw it, I remember just being like, I
It's
don't
uncomfortable.
I don't
Yeah.
really want this.
I
You know
hear
what I
you.
mean? So I would even in '99 when he got hurt and he couldn't play and they made it to the finals with the 8th seed.
Yeah.
I was cool with him being on the bench because I was like, you know what? If they win this championship, all the years of service that he gave, that's his ring.
Yeah.
And he got hurt that year because he went up for a dunk and somebody undercut him and he fell on his wrist and he broke his wrist.
Yeah.
He actually was having a solid year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His knee's always been fucked up.
Before
since
he
came
got
in the league,
hurt,
so.
before he got hurt, I think I want to say this is how much crazy I was a Knicks fan. They were like 5th seed.
Yeah.
And once he got hurt, they kind of like they dropped down a little bit.
8th
But then
seed.
Spreewell went on a tear
He went up to-
yeah.
and they became 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
he had that one hand. You could chop his fucking left hand
Don't
off
matter.
because he doesn't go right.
Don't matter, though.
He crosses over like Bob Cousy.
Yeah.
But he was fun to watch. You know what I mean?
He's both hands on
He
that.
ins and outs. That's
That
it. That's all he
ass.
does. He
Yeah,
has no cross. He has
Or
an in and out.
PJ,
That's
word,
it.
word. But yeah, man. So with Pat, that's a big thing for it's like perfect example. So you have Ewing, you have Jeter, who's another big New York player that just kind of like he's like a favorite. All right, for instance,
Testaverde.
no, I was gonna say Wayne Corbett for y'all. Because Wayne Corbett was loved.
Yeah.
They loved him because he was the working man
He was a good
player.
but he was a great wide receiver too.
Right, no,
let's not under.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no. But
let's not
he,
just say
but
he was.
also undersized. Pause. And like people love that type of play. I remember going to a Giants Jets preseason game.
Yeah.
And when he walked out, everybody they just went crazy.
He was
for
Wes
him, yo.
Wes Welker.
Right before Wes
Yeah,
Welker.
Wes Welker,
Right,
yeah,
right,
exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
But they never gave him the looks like they gave Wes Welker
Yeah.
because at that time like a slot
It
receiver
wasn't seen, yeah,
it wasn't
no,
a thing,
no,
yeah.
yeah. And I'm sorry, but he was a white guy.
Yeah, yeah.
They looked at him like, he's not. But he was nasty
Yeah.
though.
We looked at Wes Welker.
People
That
couldn't
same
hold
way.
him. Yeah,
or any of those,
hold him. Right.
any of the slot
But
receivers from the Patriots.
But
yeah.
it took time for it
Yeah.
to like. Like, what is it? Like,
The Patriots made it happen.
Corbett
really.
had to walk, so Wes Welker could run.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
No, the Patriots made it a
Julian
thing.
Edelman could run.
Edelman,
So, like,
exactly.
right,
The
right.
Patriots
Those
made it
type of
that-
guys,
that,
Corbett wasn't really let go of because of well, he retired, but it wasn't because of play wise, because of concussions. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
getting
he had a
fucking
ton.
slapped.
But
left
that's what I'm
and right.
talking about, like players that I was just brought Corbett because like those are loved players.
Yes,
you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Like,
Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin.
That shit
You know what I
hurt
mean?
my
Like how
soul.
do you cut a man? But also how do you? It's one of those things like, yo, do I just bench him? Do I just give him the veteran minimum?
But no,
he
he
can stay?
retired
You
as
know
well
what?
because of
But it's
knee
kinda
issue.
You know
like-
what? To
right.
be real with you, like, yeah, I think, especially specifically
Like,
football.
how do you manage it?
Now that you're bringing up football, for sure, I think you should cut bait. I think you said that before.
Yeah.
You definitely should cut bait with
What about
guys.
what about baseball? Because baseball has no cap.
Baseball, I don't think you have to. You can
No,
keep him on the
because
bench.
you have 10,000 players.
You keep 'em on the
have
bench, yeah,
162
exactly.
games.
NBA, you can give a guy 10 minutes and it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Udonis Haslam, he gets the veterans
It was-
minimum,
for us-
so he doesn't even take a roster spot.
Every team has a guy like that, actually. Like
Right.
a guy like
For
Udonis
the
Haslam.
Yankees,
And he
it was
means so much
bad,
to the
man,
city.
because
Exactly,
we were still batting Jeter in the 2-hole.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
He was
hitting
starting him at
to me,
shortstop.
that
He
was
was hitting like
crazy.
260.
His defense
we were
at shortstop
starting at
was
shortstop.
atrocious.
He doesn't have the range anymore.
Never had the range.
So it's like, it's one of
Like,
those
I'm
things
talking
where
about
it's like,
statistics.
so it's one of those things where it's like he got a couple Gold Gloves.
Should have took
So-
the juice like Knobloch.
exactly.
So it's one of those things where like you keep him on the team, and it's
He was
like,
staring
yo,
at the
you
ball.
can't. Derek Jeter can't go play for another team.
yeah.
But also, yo, he held us back for years, though.
For sure.
That's
You know,
what I'm saying. That's
No,
what
you-
that's
couple
your
years.
You could
mental
have
for
kept
the
him.
franchise.
You could have kept him and just had him on the bench, and it would have worked out. It
But
really
he
would've.
wasn't going
A
to
cut
accept
back,
Baseball, yeah,
and
but
that
he
was the
wouldn't
problem.
I get it.
I think that you could keep him as short. I mean, it's fucked up because it was hurting us defensively. But you got to drop it to like the 8th or 9th batter,
Okay,
though,
yeah,
if
fair.
he's not hitting.
But you can't.
I
do
accept
that.
that.
You
That's
can't do
fair.
that to your
You know what I mean?
captain.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
right,
fair.
right.
Yo, these
get
politics
that.
get so crazy.
And that's
Yeah.
what's crazy. You know what? But that's
But
why
you're sacrificing
No,
all
but
these other
that's
guys.
why-
Like,
You sacrificing
Okay,
the fans.
Okay,
Yes.
think about Bill Belichick. If he was a baseball coach, though, he definitely
Oh, he has
wouldn't
no soul.
care
He has no
He gets
soul.
about
rid
what
of
Jeter
guys a
thinks,
year early.
and that's
no
important.
soul.
That's important.
He has no
That's the way
soul.
you should do it. Honestly,
Speaking of no soul, Brittany Renner.
speaking of no soul, that's a fucking
Dogs.
amazing.
Every guy knows
segue.
Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
Girls maybe not.
Apparently,
Bundle-
PJ Washington
So
did it.
Bundle Brittany.
I didn't know this until I spoke to Josh.
know
And Josh
Bundle
was like,
Brittany
"Yo,
before that?
she wrote a whole book about like
Bundle Brittany's her name.
this thing like about the guys that she was with and stuff like that."
Kaepernick,
But
Uzi Vert.
But
Yeah.
Cap, take one knee for Cap. Pause. Cap. Cap said that. Oh, she said that Cap used to make her play for her own flights to fly out to go see him.
Okay, yeah.
So he was woke from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
beginning.
facts.
PJ's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay for your flight and I'll
Wait,
waste 10 racks on you.
Don't do PJ like that.
But I kept my 200 from
Yeah.
from
It's something-
JetBlue.
it's skin in the
game,
JetBlue.
huh?
It's principle.
JetBlue.
It's
It's
principle.
principle.
I didn't fly out, but when she got there, you know what I mean?
But
I
don't-
would do that.
Don't shit on PJ though.
Why not?
He said not
It's
PJ Washington.
I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, man.
I actually feel bad for him. She was scouting him
Bro,
when he was at Kentucky.
college.
So he thought he could change her.
Yo,
She's
here's the
29
problem.
now. He's 22.
Yeah.
He's part of the youth, right? So he'd be able to see everything online, know what's going on, know what's trending. Brittany Renner was fucking trending.
No.
Right,
He was
right.
trending, but someone thinks when they're that young because they're naive.
She ain't gonna get me.
No, it's different. Now she's trying to settle down. Damn, she looked like bad, like whatever. Like, you know,
Right,
now
right.
she's trying to settle down. She's been following me during these games. Like, yo, you're naive, man. You're going to be like, all right, she's going to game you the
know
same
who's
way.
at fault then? His OGs.
Yeah, I agree.
Because somebody should
I
have put him
agree.
aside and say, yo, that's used.
That was an answer that we had.
I
Get
agree.
your circle. Make sure your circle's better.
Make your circle
It's
tight
important.
because, yo, especially the people. Like, I did a video a couple, like probably 2 years ago, talking about that, like upgrading your OGs.
Yeah,
Because at
I remember
one
that
point-
video.
Yeah, at one
Very
point or
popular, yeah,
another,
very important.
the people that guide you, if you see they kind of stuck in a certain spot, like, that may not be the person anymore. The
Yeah.
game has changed.
You are who you
People do
associate
stuff.
with. Like, that shit's realistic.
Yeah, we're getting off the subject, but realistically, I still blame him. I know it's fucked up.
Let me ask you a question. When you're 18, 19,
Yeah.
like intern Mike's age,
Yeah.
you're finding yourself, you're freshman in college, basketball star. Does it matter who tells you what?
Yeah.
You see a girl who looks like that.
That's a good point.
But there's mad girls that look like that.
Yeah, but
Stop.
Especially for
Stop.
him.
no, but we got to understand. There's mad girls that look
Not
like
for us.
No.
That's
th-
all
wait.
that he sees,
No,
I would imagine.
it's not only
no?
that. Is that
But
there's mad
she's a
girls that look
celebrity.
like exactly.
She's a celebrity.
She was going to
Exactly.
Kentucky games,
Sofia
right?
There's more
Vergara comes
allure.
up to him and says,
There's more allure.
leave that. You don't need that tonight.
There's more allure. Now she's one of the biggest Instagram girls. She's coming to your game to watch you. You got to understand that we're thinking, as people who've been experienced in life, this kid's 18, 19
course,
years
he's
old.
an
But then he
Right?
goes back to the OGs.
No, I must be different because I
like-
didn't have a
like-
kid till I was 31 for a specific reason.
No, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing. I could have done whatever I was doing, but, yo,
I'm not
come
saying
on,
that
man.
that we're all going to be the same
Don't
way
shoot up
either.
the club,
Yeah,
dude.
no, we're not going to be the same way. We
Has
don't want
Brittany
the
Renner
same
ever
way.
called you?
Hell no. And I'm not shooting up that club.
At 19, 20,
I
you have
don't
a few
know.
drinks.
I don't know, Johnny.
But she told you
If
what
I'm
she's
broke
about, though.
and she got bread,
Maybe you
yes.
can read the
No,
book.
no,
I'm shooting up the club. But if
Oh,
I'm
yo,
broke,
young
bread,
people, read more. If that's
Yeah,
read
exactly.
a book.
if you've read like,
She's actually said she's coming out with a second book.
of course you're gonna have like how she played PJ.
Yeah,
man.
she has all exactly. People can be waiting
Yo,
for
she
that
has
book.
strategic
People can be
chess
waiting for that
playing
book.
game.
PJ's gonna be living in the PJs.
Yo,
after all
yeah.
this poor
Yo,
guy.
he's actually a great
That's a good
basketball.
one.
I won't say great. He's a really good basketball
He's
player,
really
though.
good.
He's
But
really
his
good.
generation
Yeah.
is great.
He's only 22.
I don't want to say the word great because great implies like star.
No,
he's not a
he's a good
star, but he's a
player.
really good
Yeah,
player.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
a really good player.
I hope he has a long career. He's gonna need to
He
have a long
needs
Yeah,
to.
I
career.
agree.
Actually,
He's
if
gonna
I
have
was
to have
him,
it.
I would just walk away and just say, "Don't give me
I'll
any
be
money."
honest.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. You know what the saddest part
Bitch
is?
getting nothing.
Yo,
You know the
that's
saddest
crazy.
part is that I'm talking about athletes.
Pay my LLC.
Athletes across all different sports were like commenting on like on Twitter, like saying
they were?
like laughing about
Oh,
it or being like, "Yo, get my
no.
man out of there!" Like just making jokes about it, like just funny
yeah.
tweets and
That's
shit.
not fair.
That shit sucks, man. You're
Like, how is it
22
when he
years
walks
old.
into the locker room?
Exactly. You know, that's the butt of the joke, bro. Like that
Yeah,
shit
it
sucks,
sucks.
man. It defines so much about him now, and it sucks, man.
And it sucks because if you have a player like Kevin Garnett, they're gonna go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
They're
sure.
gonna go there like during the
course.
game.
Sure,
Honey,
But
Nut
yo, I
Cherry.
had to
They be like,
say
yo, you
Bob
paid
last week.
you paid that bill yet?
bro. I'll be honest with you, Teddy.
You picking the tab?
I would do it. Like, and I play ball, but
Why
like,
wouldn't you?
when we
Of course.
play ball,
You're Nick
I'm-
fan. You spit on people.
Nah, come on.
That's true. Yo, Knicks
Trey
fans are
Young.
so
I love that
disgusting,
though. I love that
man.
you said that, but no, I do not condone that kind of shit from other Knicks fans either. That's some disgusting shit.
What do you think Patrick Beverly's saying to him?
Exactly.
First time
That's
they
the
played.
thing.
I don't know what team he plays for. He got traded 2 times this week.
Yeah.
Timberwolves. I think.
Damn.
Oh shit.
I was gonna say, that's why I stay shut.
That's Moreno right there,
You
bro.
got Dusty
That's
and
Moreno. He looks
Krusty.
just like Moreno. Shout out to Moreno, our cousin.
It's all good, man. T-Wolves got
man.
it. Yo, this year's gonna be
I respect
crazy.
you staying with him though. After all,
No, that's
those
what he
years.
is,
Got to,
man.
man.
I
That's what he is,
respect
man.
I bleed T-Wolf blood.
Yeah, they have a nice uniform though, so it's dope to always like rep themselves.
That is true. I like the throwback.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, man.
See, my
They're
dad
gonna
was a
have a good
Cowboy
year. This
fan.
is bullshit.
I had no choice.
He had a Gugliotta jersey.
I just want to make that clear. I know the Yankee Cowboy thing. I was born with an Emmett Smith jersey on.
Yeah, no, I
had
hear
no
you.
choice
I
whatsoever.
don't knock that, man. I don't
Well, I was
knock
born
that.
with a Mets
Lakers?
jersey on. That's why I'm a Mets fan.
The Lakers, it was Kobe in the dunk contest in
Yeah.
'96. I didn't have a team.
Yo,
The guy
Timberwolves.
brought out Moesha.
Yeah.
That's how I became a Timberwolves fan.
Oh,
It was
really?
Isaiah Ryder in '93 in the
Yeah,
slam dunk
yeah.
contest.
I thought it was the cool, and that was probably the worst dunk contest there was, the Kobe
yeah.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
he did Isaiah Ryder's dunk.
Yeah, exactly. He already done. Yeah,
Not as
I
well.
kind of remember that.
Well,
I remember that
You know, Isaiah Ryder originated the.
through the legs
That's how I said
Super
Kobe
legend.
did Isaiah Ryder's dunk.
No, he didn't, did he?
with
That
the
was
eyes
Vince
covered.
Carter,
With
wasn't
the
it?
eyes covered.
Now it's D Brown.
Oh yeah, that is
Nah, yeah, it was D. Brown that did.
Yes,
Vince
yes.
Carter did
Wipe the
the
Similac
under
over
the
Yeah.
leg shit.
I am the youngest member.
You're the
man.
youngest
I'm the
member.
third Migos.
You're the third. Offset.
Exactly.
Actually, Offset's the
I might be the
youngest.
fourth
Think
member
I'm
now.
good.
The way you guys' chemistry is. I might be the fourth
like
member of
this.
Migos.
Well, you got to be a regular
Hands
back on
like,
the
nah.
show, man. We gotta have you. We gotta have you back on
I'm
the show.
always
for
here.
sure.
Anytime you guys want.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta have you back
September
on the
8th, apparently we're going to have Purple Bagels
Yo,
again.
Purple Bagels.
I don't know who's
Yeah,
making
bro.
them.
show.
What?
Shout out to Carlos.
Anyway, come down
Yeah,
to
shout out
Tulip
to Carlos,
Bagels
man. Shout out to Carlos,
and ask
man.
for the PCXC special. It's a purple bagel with cream cheese, jelly, and butter.
And it comes with coffee too. What kind of coffee?
And it comes with the banana split
And-
coffee,
and it's like-
all for the low price of $7.77.
Shout out to Mike Kelly, who's gonna
I'll make that
say,
deal.
Yeah.
I'll make that deal.
"Yo, Mike is gonna say, get the fuck out of here." When
Nah,
somebody
that's a good
asks
deal.
him.
With that price, that was a good. Yeah, according to him, it was a good deal. So I'm
It
gonna roll with
is.
that
I'll
He
hold that
normally
deal.
charges $4.38. I'm charging $7.77.
because of
What's
the
that?
obviously our brand. So
Yes.
it
We should
matters,
get
of
Deuce on
course,
a
you know.
cameo. Can we-
Actually, and if you
Yeah,
do
why
want to
not?
order,
I'm with
we now
that.
have a website.
I'm with
Order at tulipbagels.com.
Yeah,
You can order directly.
nice.
So
Thank
much
you.
better
That's
than
good.
Grubhub and Uber.
We're gonna put that right under here, right here.
Do you personally
Thanks.
deliver? Have you ever personally delivered to
We
anybody?
do. We do. I've personally delivered to some people.
You ever been
And-
shorted?
So, as I was telling these fine gentlemen before, I said I wasn't going to say it on film. But I delivered to somebody actually a few blocks away.
Okay.
So they called up and like, oh, I'd like this and this. I'm like, all right, no problem. It'll be like 10, 15 minutes. They go, I live down the block. I said, well, I can't just stop what I'm doing. There's
Yeah,
other people here. So I said, all right, you know. They said, okay, fine. I get there. They hand me the money. 32 cents short.
Yeah.
So what
Sounds
am
like you're in
I
the hood,
gonna
man.
what am I
She
going to say?
told- what she told you? What she told you?
She
though?
asked you, "What do you want me to do? Beat it."
She goes, well,
That's
this is all
worse than handsome, bro.
This is what I
That's
got.
worse
So
than handsome,
it
man.
is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
That's all I got. And I got the bagel in my hand already. What are you going to do?
Yo, your guys' accent sucks, bro. Both of
It
you
was
guys.
terrible. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
no, these
This is
guys'
really
accents.
Italian accent. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
try to do
actually
it-
do sound pretty Italian. Very
I'll
good.
say.
Get my cousin
What can I
Carmen.
say? I can't
Get
even
my
argue
cousin
with you
Carmen.
now.
Have you
Oh,
seen
yeah, I
her
can't
videos?
even-
Pasta Zuli, per ricordi.
Wow.
But
Trace.
but we
Now
should
I'm offended.
we should meet
Why?
the real owner of
Oh yes.
of Tulip Bagels.
Yes. Can we bring in the owner?
The real
We're bringing
boss.
the real
The real
boss.
boss.
The real Hefe.
Biggest boss to
Wake
see
up, buddy.
thus far. He's
There it
waiting.
is.
Hey,
Fresh Air Force
Yeah.
Ones.
super cute, man.
This is my man
I mean,
Deuce.
Super
Deuce.
duper.
Wait, don't hide him
Anthony
behind
the
the bottle.
second. You see his nice polo shirt, his Air Force Ones.
You got to give him a good
He
shot.
looks
You
like
wanna
he
move
eats
the-
a lot of
cup
bagels
over there,
himself.
too?
Yeah, I
wanna say
think we gotta get him a purple cup, man.
Have you
Oh,
guys
no.
put bagel ingredients in his formula?
Yes, always.
Okay,
Nice,
awesome.
nice. That's
And
smart.
all of his
Smart.
bottles are now purple after the show.
Hey.
Purple bagels in his blood.
And all his food
babies
has
and
marinara,
champagne.
marinara
Purple
sauce
babies
too,
and
right?
champagne.
There you
Could,
go.
could we get him an empty cup?
Hey. Me?
Yes.
Me? I'm supposed to be a good energy guy. What's going on?
It's not about the energy.
Nah, he's blaming handsome.
Yeah.
I know. That's why
what
I'm
it
backing
is.
out.
That's what it is.
Look, he's looking for me.
Hi.
Is this guy?
No.
Look at the fit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's official.
You know, you like
Got that low.
the guinea gold.
Got that low.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dudes.
Right?
What's wrong?
All right, well, ladies
You
and
want to have them
gentlemen,
back here again?
thanks for joining us this week. It was a pleasure. When are we coming back here?
September 8th.
September
apparently.
8th
Yeah.
to
September
reveal
8th.
the.
But we're not
purple
doing a
bagel.
podcast. They're going to be selling these bagels outside.
Amazing. Amazing.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
The boss is not having it.
It's bedtime now, buddy. Thank you guys so much for having
me.
Nah, thank you for coming, man.
No, for real.
Yeah,
and thanks
for
for
sure,
the purple bagels.
For sure. For
And
sure.
then, it's funny because we just asked for an everything bagel. He did like all flavors. I
Yo, he
see
literally
salty,
gave
He literally
us,
did
yeah.
everything.
onion
He rolled out the
bagels.
red carpet
I see
for
the
us.
plane jump
So
off.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to plug something. In the town, we have something September 25th, Liz's Day.
Oh, nice.
It's somebody in 1999 in the town, a woman, Elizabeth. She passed away from breast cancer.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So they've been having an event every year for the past 21 years.
It's me.
They've raised over $1 million so far in the
Yeah.
past 20 years
Oh wow.
for all local hospitals and stuff.
Wow.
So they do
September 20th.
September
Fifth.
25th. It's right down the block from
That's
the
a Saturday,
Floral.
right?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Floral Park Rec Center, if anybody's around.
Nice.
They have all
Nice.
these auctions. There's bouncy houses for kids.
Yeah.
They sell books, pretty much everything.
All right, we'll make sure to hashtag it.
I was gonna say,
The
no, yeah,
majority of the
There's
money
a site or
goes to
something.
the research.
Yeah.
Nice.
And a small portion of the money goes to families that need it in the area,
Wow. Yeah.
like underfunded families, so
yeah.
they help them out
Super
too.
nice, man.
Awesome.
So I mean,
dope.
This goes
like
to
I
the
said
same-
before,
the
this
community.
town is unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Right.
What day is that again?
Cancer's horrible.
September 25th.
September
25th.
25th.
Nice, man.
Stop by and get a bagel on your way.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's get well. Bring it in, guys.
As this is only right, man. It's only right.
Cheers, and thanks for
Cheers,
having
thanks.
us.
Does anybody
man.
need any more?
Shout out to
Anybody need any more? Cause I don't want to toast with an empty cup. Anybody need?
I'm
something?
good.
All right, cool. Both
Shouts.
these guys.
shouts
Damn.
to Tulip
There you
Bagels.
go.
I'm on vacation tomorrow.
Perfect,
Cheers,
perfect.
gang.
Cheers, and cheers to you guys.
Yo, Kev, Sue, you guys didn't make it. What's with the lies?
Kevin showering.
He's showering. It was him. It was him.
It was Kev.
He's off
It was
tomorrow.
Kev.
So.
It's Kev. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday.
He scrubs
Tomorrow's the
twice
day. Yeah. He scrubs twice.